Okay. All righty. I think, we volume on YouTube. Yeah. All right. Cool. We are live. Perfect. All right. Let me turn on the camera here. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Let's turn that on. All right. There we go. I want to thank Carla Burton for being here. And Stark of Iron, of course, thank you for being here. And thank you. Hail and good evening, everyone. There was a delay. Let's get started. That was myself. Stark of Iron says, I'm on the phone with him. He's about to start. Got to use the facilities first. Yes. Thank you, Tony Stark. Literally just got home. Just got in the door. And I want to say hello. Sashi says, checking in again. Just going to turn out like the one time it went over half a day. I think West Cago was a champ on that street. No, not like that. And thank you, DJ Play Nice, for being here. I appreciate it. And hey, Lemon Pie, good to see you. PvP, good to see you. Thank you. Thanks for being here, PvP. All right, let's go. Hey, Carla Burton. Hey, Carla, you have a link if you would like to join the stream. And hey, what do you guys think about this? Huh? What do you think about that? Shout out to Mike. My buddy Mike gave me this, and I'm gonna do a live stream dedicated. It needs a live stream dedicated to it. But yeah, this is awesome. Yeah. Hey, William Shakespeare. Thank you for being here. Says. Spidey, got a load of phone calls and texts by now, most of them from telemarketers, including me. Yeah, I saw your text. Dude, I did see your text, and instead of texting you back, I thought, you know what, I'll just go live immediately. So let's go. See, the problem is, where I live, things happen spontaneous, and there was a delay, and I just got here as soon as I could. I've been away. I haven't had lunch, haven't had supper, have not been in the house for I don't know how many multiple hours. LDG Free the Net. Hey, buddy. Good to see you here. So I'd like to talk about Switzerland tonight. The problem is I haven't gone through any of these photos previously. So I don't know what we're going to see. And I just need a minute to holy shit go through them because who knows what we're gonna see. But I also sent a link to Stark of Iron if you would like to join as well. Carla Burton as well. Both of you have a link. William Shakespeare, you're really busy, but if you have I don't know, it's gonna be a short stream, maybe an hour. I only have 60 photos. If you want to join, you know what? You're welcome to join. I wish you would, and I'll send you a link if you do. If you would like to join. So let's just. I heard someone pop in. Let me. Tony Stark. Hey.
Hey. Was worried about you,
Tony.
buddy. That's why I called you. Good to see that you're doing well.
Dude, I just got in the door, and
I know.
And William Shakespeare says, hey, no problem, Spidey. Will you be patient around these parts? Yes, you do. Thanks so much for being here. I know. You know what? It was unavoidable. Tony, it's one of those in real life situations where you don't want to get unavoidable. But thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, but at the end of the day, though, third dimension's over the second. You know what I'm saying? So if you got to deal with something, deal with it. But I called you not out of concern for, oh my God, the show's late. I called you to see if you were.
Dude, okay. I thought you had a camera on my door. I literally put my keys in my pocket and the phone rang.
Well, you know, things were getting pretty heated out in the chat.
Appreciate it.
Some people are getting impatient, not like Will here.
Well, it takes all time. It takes all kinds. And hey, Carla Burton, hi.
Carla Burton, hi, Carla. Carla gets
Hey,
fanfare
Black
from me.
Chris. And
Bluetooth is
Tony, can you read? Do you mind reading this, please?
Guten Morgen, Kameraden.
Thank you. And do you know Boyd Chris?
Yes, that is Skull of Calderon's minion. I was having an after party after my show. I had my show earlier tonight. We had a big party celebrating DC's birthday, tributing him all night. I brought my most evil characters out, and Dr. Evil hosted the show, and we just wanted to wish him a happy birthday in honor of the future ruler of the planet. And we ended the show, and I said, well, let's have an after party. And so we hung out backstage, and I had your stream up the whole time because where you had it scheduled for 12, I was like, well, I guess we'll just watch the first half hour backstage so I can still do the after party. But then obviously events transpired, and which ultimately led to texting you and me calling you.
Thank you. This is the normal streaming time. But I got optimistic and hoping that I could do it earlier. But
yes. That's and Unknown C is Cody, another one of my friends. You should have
no responsibilities there.
Shrubby 1989. So you got 3 Stark Tower representatives in the house. So everybody's a wrench on this channel because Canadian Spider-Man wants to see how many he can give a wrench out to. So yeah, everybody's got one.
We're over 120 now, I think, Tony.
That's crazy. That's good ratio. 120 wrenches out of your active 500 subs.
That's Carla, would you mind reading William Shakespeare? Well, not all of them sub to me, Tony. I would maybe think. William Shakespeare's got something to say. Carla, can you see that? Or are you driving? Are you surfing? Are you driving? Are you snorkeling?
She looked like she was in the house.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could read it.
Well, she could be disciplining children, and I'm a big fan of
Big
discipline.
Mama Bear.
Yeah.
William Shakespeare in the chat says, "Thanks, Spidey. I'll just run research tonight. We've got Tony and Carla, and if I get up here, we'll just socialize, and I'll never get anything done."
That is the danger. That is the danger.
That's the danger of having a chat read by Tony. You never know what voice I'll use.
Hi, Carla.
Hi. Sorry, I don't know why my headphones are lying to me, saying that maybe I should leave and come back. Maybe that will help. Let me leave and come back, and I'll see if it works.
You got it. I'm just about to show pictures of Switzerland.
Now, the question I got to ask you.
That's right. You got a wrench. You got a wrench. You all got a wrench. That's right. That's the channel.
Did you have some of that liquid hot Swiss hot chocolate?
You know what? Tony, would you believe me? Would you believe me if I told you that I do have 35-year-old chocolate from Venezuela in this bin behind me, still in the burlap bag?
Then you know that thing is totally fermented into like a solid state alcohol at this point, right?
About 2 or 3, 4, 5 months ago, I pulled it out of there and I ate it on stream, and it still is very chocolatey. I assure you. There is video documentation for those who choose to go find it. Do you know Miss Sparkles? Hello, Miss Sparkles. Welcome.
Miss Sparkles is another one of my recent acquisitions over at Stark Tower. She's a friend. She swears up and down that I hate her because I treat her like all of my family members when she wants special treatment. But
fair enough.
She's a cool cat.
Okay. DJ Play Nice has seen where I did eat the chocolate from the bin in the back, right out of the burlap sack from Venezuela, from Caracas. Because last week, Tony, you were here for a little bit of it, and we visited Caracas in Venezuela, and that is where I picked up the chocolate. Why didn't I pull that out? Shit. We went to Caracas last week, and I didn't pull the chocolate out, Carla. That's just poor. I need a producer, Tony. I swear to God.
Oh well.
Carla, can you read this from Greek letters?
35-year-old chocolate needs more time to mature. Don't eat it until you hit 50 years at least. I know my favorite chocolate's like.
Hey, Miskatonic Madman. Well, Tony, would you and Carla mind chatting while I just preview the pictures to make sure there's no nudity in them, please?
Oh, wow. Well,
Can't be worse than anything people see these days.
Well, hello, Carla. How's life treated you
hi.
since last we had a good talk?
I had a cold for the last 2 weeks, so I'm quite pleased to not have a. Well, yeah, it's going away, so I am happy about that. Married off 2 children this year, so I'm doing pretty well.
Right on. Wild. Your house starting to feel empty yet?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. I don't know.
Is your house starting to feel empty yet with your kids moving out? And
I still got 4 teenagers who are around me all the time. I have to go out in about just under an hour to take them far away again. So I'm never lonely.
Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Did you know my great grandma was Swiss? So my name Carla is with a K because it's the German. In Switzerland they speak French or German sort of thing, and the K,
4
K
languages.
is German. Oh, 4 English.
And anyone in the chat that knows the 4 languages that Swiss people speak, I will be very friggin' impressed. The 4th language is the killer. Good luck figuring that one out, because I hadn't heard it until I actually set foot in Switzerland. But English is one.
Can I make a guess? The 4 languages are geothermal power plants, chocolate, and good schnapps, right?
Yeah.
There's 5. This is the 5th hidden one. No, you know what? English is not an official language of Switzerland.
This is the best chocolate ever.
There's 4 languages, and English is not one of them. Sorry, Scotland. Sorry, Carla. No, English is not one of them. It's French,
okay.
German.
What else? Just thinking what other countries are around it.
He's got it nailed, but
French
English isn't an official language, though.
English is not. French, German. What other country is on the Swiss Alps? Come on, guys.
Austria?
They don't.
Oh, there's German. Austria speaks
Anybody
German.
bleeding over from the Urals, so Czech Republic.
Tony, come on, Tony.
Italia. He's talking about Italia. Italian.
Yeah.
Wow, no kidding.
Italian and Greek? No, they won't be in the Swiss
Italy.
Alps.
He said Italian.
You're never gonna get the last one. You're never gonna get the last one. Oh my goodness! Holy shit, Miss Sparkles, you are wow.
Well done.
Who is this person? And welcome to my channel. I've never heard of that till I went to Switzerland.
I've never heard of that.
I like to bring my people around the people that I've been brought around. I like to make communities grow together. It's kind of my thing.
Try pronouncing that, Tony.
Romanish.
I think C in there. Romansh. I could be wrong about the C, but it's Romansh.
Romansh? Is it spelled?
It's like German.
Spelled properly?
Romansh and German people can understand each other.
Well, they must be next door neighbors then.
It's like native Swiss. Wow, how the shit did she know or he know that? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What? Carla, one of them sheet shagger New Zealand. Oh dear goodness.
Hey, be nice.
Yeah, I do have the power to beat everybody.
You know what? Yeah, and
but I have a wide leash. What's my rule?
Shrubby is obviously representing Australia in
we can talk about favored manner. We're not monetized, so we can put anything in the chat. We can talk about anything. I have one rule, Tony, and you know it. Just respect everybody. That's it. That's it.
And don't complain about the host.
if we can say Nazi
Dionysus
booger,
Larson says he's a teenager.
we can say booger.
I did not meant to be able to say that. Oh, we need to look at some photos because
Are you not a fan of WKRP? Oh yeah, no photos. Yes,
Sorry.
photos. WKRP
I don't mean to be
in Cincinnati.
pushy.
When the very first episode, when they switched over to rock and roll, because they weren't allowed to say booger until they switched to rock and roll, and they were allowed to say booger, and the very first thing Johnny Fever says is booger. Okay, so in this case, Carla, we're gonna look at photos, and I might not necessarily know exactly what part of Switzerland they're in because I haven't had time.
How drunk were you? How drunk were you?
We're gonna go on memory from 1998. Okay, let's take a trip back to.
Oh wow! I have a 20-something-year-old that age.
And oh, here we go. Let's shut that down.
Yeah, how could I forget the other language of the Swiss? Their cheese. Wow, Tony, you are dumb today.
Chocolate. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And let's pull this up. So
Mark D would like a link. He's Swiss by nationality. Shall I fetch him one?
Yes, please. Are you joking or
you
serious?
don't need me. You don't need me then. I'm Swiss by blood too, and I've been there, but it's irrelevant.
Oh.
No, I totally want you. Carla, can you please stay?
No. I can stay. Yes, I will, but I don't want
just being funny.
I don't want to.
Mark D,
I'm here for support, not.
Marty, I'm going to send it to you via Discord. So,
all right. Let's start these photos here. Let's start with this one right here. We'll start with the cover image here. Where is? There we go. So thanks for being here. So Carla, what about what do you know about Switzerland? What heritage do you have with Switzerland?
So my Swiss grandma moved to South Africa where she met her husband.
What? She left Switzerland for South Africa.
Yeah.
Was she drunk?
My mum left South Africa. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry, that was disrespectful. I'm sorry, that was disrespectful.
I don't. Yeah, South Africa is lovely, but Switzerland is lovely as well. I could actually see if you don't like the cold and things like that. I imagine that it isn't the place for you. And yeah, like there's a freedom when you live in a place that isn't snowy a lot of the time or cold a lot of the time. South Africa would be probably the polar opposite of what it is to live there. So, but yeah. So anyway, I was named after my Swiss great grandma.
That is kind of cool, actually. And
and we went there.
I really enjoyed Switzerland. It felt peaceful and friendly, and they really like their food. And I'm a foodie. Like I sort of traveled by my stomach in case you haven't noticed. Oddly enough, in this stream, I don't think I have any pictures of food. Because film was expensive back then. Film was not, and it took a long time to develop. Like film.
Why would you take a photo?
Yeah, these images are definitely showing their age by their.
Yeah, I know. What can you do,
it's
right?
Lovely though. It's a beautiful
These are straight Polaroids.
It's beautiful.
These are Polaroids.
It's beautiful. Is that wood? Is that wood stacked up there?
Yeah, that's wood.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Well, check this out.
Wow.
Check this out. Beautiful. I took a close up of the wood pile, Carla. Do you like that?
I do love that, actually.
And because I'm a roofer, I took a picture of the roof.
Of course, yeah. It's a beautiful place. I remember in lockdowns, I would go on the
flowers.
There's a station, what do you call it? A channel called Tim's Video Channel 1, and there's all train rides, and one of them is up the Swiss. What is that special train called on a track? And it starts with K, I think, and I'll have to look it up. It's a beautiful train. You can go on train trips up Switzerland, Alps, and stuff like that. It's fun.
Oh, no, I know. There's a lot of train rides you can do with the. No, now we're all covered. Oh, that's not good.
You can whenever you got your panel here, you can cover.
Yeah,
it.
Carla, I'll hide myself, Carla, because you're a guest. So I'm gonna put.
Hide me! You go on there. You might want to point something out. That's very
Oh,
important.
hi.
Good job. Good job.
Hello. Well, we'll hide Mark
always
D
be
with
on
no.
top.
Why don't you just unhighlight the chat? Mark D with a C, everybody.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Hi, Mark D with a C.
Sorry about inviting myself
Oh,
on. but-
dude, you don't need to do that on someone's channel.
No, any opportunity to hang
No,
out.
no, no.
is
You
a
have
blessing,
Swiss.
dude.
You have Swiss heritage. And Mark
Yeah.
D with C. Do you know Carla Burton and Tony Stark?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. I don't know if I've streamed with Carla before.
No,
trying
you
to
haven't.
remember.
I
With my
don't
bad memory.
stream that much. That's fine. Not your drinking problem, your bad memory. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the first shot I did was actually in Switzerland.
Ooh.
Well, actually, with an
What?
assault rifle and with one of my dad's best friends, Henri. When I was there in the 80s, he's like, "It's time for you to do a shot." And you're old enough, you're 15. So he gives my dad a shot, and I do a shot, my first shot, and I almost died. Then he takes the bottle out and puts it on the bar in his house, like a little teeny bar, and there's a snake winding up in the bottle. So he
What?
he
A real
actually
snake. A
dead
real snake.
a snake in the bottle. And that was a North Korean, so he had actually he was working in North Korea. The Swiss, well, maybe they shouldn't be doing stuff in North Korea, but his
Right.
company was doing stuff in North Korea. So that was the first shot I had. I wish I had a
Shrubby,
picture
wow.
of this bottle.
Is this true,
craziness.
Mark D with a C?
Oh yeah. No, I think our friends who I just saw last month there, they my dad was born in Geneva in the 30s, and I gotta get Brigitte to send me a picture of that bottle, so because it's a great story, but I
That
think they
is.
still have the bottle. So
Man.
that was my story of my
How's
first
the
shot.
snake faring? How's the snake faring?
Well, so the snake goes for the last little bit of air in the top of the bottle, and so that's why it's coiled up and it dies inside the bottle. It's preserved by the alcohol.
Of course. Of
I
course.
don't like that.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you know
crazy.
what? I'm gonna stop that just for a second so that everyone can see proper Mark D with a C. You deserve a proper introduction, man. I've known you for what, like COVID, man.
Yep.
COVID times, right?
For sure. Yep. We met through Clobberin times, I guess, and probably
Clobby.
through his
Yeah.
That's
his
where I met
channel.
you. I met you through Clobby.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah.
kind of met through Clobby. Let me get the camera. So
Yeah.
it's,
So thanks for
Good
being
job,
here, Mark
I
D with a
appreciate
C.
it. Thank you for having me
Now,
on.
this
Yeah.
is not the first time you've been on my stream, though.
No,
I'm
I've
sure.
been on.
And I don't mean to point. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah.
Hail to Lisa in the chat. I miss
Hey,
you.
Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Well, we were just
Lisa?
playing Sea of Thieves, so it was good timing because
I'm
like,
did
oh,
you
I
play
really
Monkey
wanna-
Island?
do what?
Monkey Island Sea of Thieves? Did you play Monkey
Wow.
Island? Because
Lisa,
I used to play
welcome.
Monkey Island.
Yeah, no,
Thanks for
see,
being
yeah,
here.
we did one of the Tall Tales tonight with the Pirates Life
so-
Tall
Mm.
Tale. Yeah.
Ooh,
So-
ooh,
so
what
here's-
what goes? What? Ooh, nice, Mark.
There we
Oh
go.
wow.
Good
Gorgeous.
job.
So normally when I do these streams, I do them a couple days ahead or sometimes a couple hours ahead, and I go through each of the photos and I determine exactly which city or which region they're from, and I do a little research. It's been so busy. I am bare-assed on this one, so I'm asking everyone to help me. And I normally don't have big panels because we tend to go for the focus needs to be on the travel, not the panels. But you guys are so cool. We're blowing the doors off just for this exception. This is an
All
exception.
right.
All right.
Well, Switzerland deserves it.
Switzerland deserves it. And do you know anything about this with Shrubby 1989? I remember 1989. I was like 17. I still hadn't been laid then, but it was still a good year.
It was still a good year.
It was still a good year. Do you
When
remember?
I was 17.
Right? Glacier
It
Express,
was a very good
Kromensburg. Do you know what this is, Mark D with a C?
No, I do not know what that is. I've never been there. Yep.
Well, Shrubby says it goes from St.
yeah.
Moritz to Zermatt.
Okay, so the Glacier Express.
Oh.
I've been to
Train.
Zermatt.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
they do have
Danny.
some great scenic trains there. So there's beautiful.
Well, should we
trains
take
you
a
can
look
ride.
at some pictures of mountains?
Awesome, yeah.
Of
Yes.
nuns? Can
What?
I?
Mountains.
It's called,
He said
it's called a
mountains, not
funicular.
nuns.
It's called a funicular railway. Funicular
Oh.
railway, and that's what they have in Switzerland. And many other places. It's really steep.
That's
Yep.
fantastic. But
Sorry.
I don't mean to be snobby, but it's because there's one in Quebec City. Have any of you been to Quebec City?
No.
No, I've been to Switzerland, but not Quebec City.
Okay.
I have not left the United States of the Americas.
In French, I believe it's pronounced funiculaire. I'm not kidding.
New Zealand.
I'm not
In
kidding.
New Zealand. It probably is what it's called.
It is
Only
absolutely
French.
called funiculaire. Yeah, I swear to
Like
goodness.
Mrs. Bouquet.
Yeah. All right, so
Like Mrs. Bouquet
so
is a bucket.
let's pull up. Well, and see. That's why in Australia they call it's spelled Mackay, but it's pronounced Mackay because it's Scottish, I guess. Let's pull
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
that up. Can we do that?
Listen, Shrubby, I will say nuclear all day long, not nuclear.
Okay.
Nuclear.
So are
Okay,
we?
photos.
We're looking at Switzerland.
Whoa.
However, some people want to see where Switzerland is.
Yeah, where is it?
Mhm.
There's Switzerland.
Halfway between France
Right
and
above it,
Germany.
Right there.
Italia.
So the reason why here's Switzerland in this circle right here, and the reason why they speak so many different languages is because here's France on the western
Mhm.
front, Germany is to the north,
Mhm.
Austria doesn't count,
Switzerland.
Italy's to the south,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Italy's to the south, and they have their own language, Romansh. So that's why the four languages. I mean, when you look at it, here's
Yeah.
the border with Austria. I mean, I don't mean it doesn't
Yeah.
count, but I mean, look at the border with Austria.
Yeah.
It's tiny compared with the others. So we're gonna go to Zurich, and then we're gonna go to Zurich is up here in the north, and
Yep.
then we're gonna go to Lucerne, and then
Beautiful.
we're gonna go to Geneva, way down here with Lake Geneva down here at the bottom. So we're gonna
the
go
Lake Geneva
basically
shoreline.
from 12 o'clock high down to what's after 7 o'clock.
What's that distance? What's that distance, Spidey?
Like you could do it in a day.
Okay.
Not big in Canada. Like I don't know the distance across Switzerland, but it's like maybe 1,200 kilometers. Like you can
By
do it in a
train.
day. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
FKCH. Hey,
We got
Hey,
Tim.
Hey,
Tim
Tim,
got
yep.
to hear some Alf earlier tonight.
good to see you.
Hope he enjoyed it.
Austria is refined Germany, basically. Yeah, I think. So.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Now, to be clear, is that the Geneva where the Geneva Convention was held?
Correct. Yes. Hello,
Are
Lisa.
there many
All
other
right, well, let's look at some pictures. It's Switzerland, pick a side. Says
Well, World War II was pretty damn scary for the Swiss. So as you imagine,
This is
Right.
true.
surrounded. But they are very heavily militarized, the Swiss. So everyone in the Swiss, everyone has to either join the militia or you can go to like a version of the Peace Corps. And
That's
of
true.
course,
when they're 18.
really heavily fortified. Not so much now because they said the Cold War is over and there's going to be peace forever. And we don't have to worry about anything anymore. Maybe a mistake, but all the bridges are rigged to blow everywhere. There's fortifications by all the mountains.
Oh,
They have
wow.
underground hospitals. Every house
Hi,
has to
Sashi.
have a nuclear fallout shelter. My dad's friend Henry had it
What?
loaded with wine. So you have to have a bomb shelter with air filter and water filter. Your house can't be approved without that.
Probably.
You actually most people own guns, so you have when you leave the militia.
Wow.
Everyone's in the militia, but you'll bring home your fully automatic assault rifle, your SIG, and you'll see
That's
people
true.
carrying that around. And
Yeah.
you have cans of bullets that are coded, so you can't open the can of bullets, your supplies. So technically, they have there's bullets they have if Switzerland's invaded.
What do you mean? Like there's a wax seal on them?
I guess they can't. It's like it's sealed, so it's supposed to be not used in
Like
case
soda pop.
in case of emergency. So
Okay.
Now are those? Is that surplus ammo or is that like good
it's not
quality
surplus,
ammo?
but it's just it's your ammo as a soldier, but you're not supposed to use it.
That's
I'd
true.
like to see a picture of that.
But one of the coolest things, ever did, they shoot like we bowl here in America. They go shooting, and so So one of the coolest things was shooting, the assault rifle there. And I remember there was a hole in the ceiling, and the guys in the range were showing how a moron,
good to see
was
you
handling the gun the wrong way, and shot through the ceiling. So they left the hole in the ceiling to remind people. And then then we get into the targets. The target's 300 meters, and it looks like the target is like this big. And then when you get to the target, it's like 20 feet wide or whatever. And now it's all automated, but you go in the bunker and you hear the bullets flying over your head, which is damn, that's a scary thing. And then you have a signaler and you signal what the shot was, 10, 9, 8, and you signal back. Of course, it's all automated now, so they don't have people in but that was one of the coolest memories was having the guns, like just being in the pit and having the guns go over your head. But they take their self-defense seriously, and a lot of peaceniks there now, so it's kind of going the other way. But still, one of the few countries in Europe where actually free and able to own a firearm, and it's actually a fully automatic. If you have the Swiss Army rifle,
but you're obligated. You're obligated.
Yeah, well, you don't have to when you leave the service. You don't have to. After so many years, you don't have to take your gun, but you have the option to do that. So,
and if your target is obligatory, okay.
Well,
the service is obligatory
while you're active, but then
okay.
Yeah, then you go back later each year, and when you're older, like a lot of the guys, no offense, ladies, but they're like, this is a way I can get away from my wife for 2 weeks and drink a lot of wine with my buddies. So,
but the ladies are in half of the Swiss Army is ladies.
Now, but yeah, before when my dad's there.
Excuse me, Mark. Tony, can I please ask Tony to read this if you don't mind?
We don't do fallout shelters. The Asian way is if you expire, then you are weak.
Not wrong.
And Carla, can you read this by our friend Greek Letters, and then we'll get to some pictures right here.
And an international committee, including Americans, raided their vaults in the 80s and found gold bars with swastika engraved.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
Here, living in Castle Wolfenstein already. There's the Nazi gold.
Yeah.
I bet you it wasn't theirs to start with, though.
On Sasha, that is a Galaxy class poster. Yep.
Yeah, it's Galaxy class all day long.
Very cool poster.
Because of the really stubby rear end of the ship. It's a chode. Those nacelles are chodes, man.
Okay.
Is that a big mountain?
Yes, this is. See, wow. I didn't have a whole lot of pictures of Zurich, but this is outside of Zurich in Switzerland. I assure you, I was there.
I love the photo quality of a Polaroid. It doesn't just capture the image; it captures the time in which it was took.
Is that a sideways compliment?
No, it's a genuine
compliment. Polaroid. Why would it be a normal photo?
Tell those are Polaroids.
No, it's not a Polaroid.
They don't look like.
It's not a Polaroid. No,
Polaroids are square.
Developed in a red room.
Okay, DJ Play Nice.
Baby.
If DJ Play Nice or anyone from 1991 remembers the big Kodak yellow indestructible cameras from 1989.
Oh, cool.
And it took 35 millimeter film. And my parents got me that for the travel because they knew I couldn't break it. And I didn't.
So this stuff was developed in a red room. Gotcha.
Ooh.
I love that photo. That photo's amazing.
Yes.
What is this?
It looks like DJ Play Nice says, select fire, which is 1 round, 3-round burst, full automatic, however, switchable. That's
Yes.
most assault rifles these days. They have single shot burst and full auto.
Yeah, classic Swiss Chalet. That's why I took it. It's outside of Zurich.
Yep.
Yeah, and for sure, man. Says DJ. Okay, DJ Phoenix remembers that big yellow bulletproof 35 mil Kodak. and Carla, do you mind reading this, and then we'll get back to the pictures, please?
I have a Swiss uncle that's visiting Malaysia right this moment. He reached here yesterday. If you're Swiss, you have to hate Swiss rolls. You have to hate Swiss rolls. Okay? My uncle kept complaining that he never saw them growing up. Okay. He means the cake. Do you mean the cake, the Swiss roll?
Well, the little Debbie
Yes.
cakes
Yes,
yes,
claimed
he
to be
does.
Swiss rolls or not Swiss rolls.
Those are Swiss rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, in New Zealand, we have the Swiss rolls. They
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those either, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of those. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Don't
do you
hate me,
see the
Swiss
Swiss engineering in the background with the freeway there and the elevated? Like, how friggin' straight is that?
Mm.
And
And
the
they
tunnel,
cut into the mountain too. You
it
can
goes
tell where
right
they
into
cut
a tunnel.
it
Do you see that, Tony? It goes
Yep.
right into a tunnel.
Yep.
And they actually have their aircraft store. They have hangars in the Alps, in the mountains, in case of war. So I'm not saying that's there, but they do actually. That's where they store all their hide all, kind of like Battlestar Galactica.
Ray Lucard. Thanks for being here, Ray Lucard. He says
Oh,
Switzerland.
I forgot the other Swiss language. How could I forget the Swiss watch?
Miss, hot chocolate, Swiss cheese, and Swiss watches.
Swiss Army knife.
I have oh my goodness. All right. Wow. I am so unprepared for this stream. I own a Swiss Army knife that I bought in Zurich, and it's somewhere in one of those boxes. Literally, it's a little tiny Swiss Army knife. And
we need Switzerland Part 2.
It's the first knife. First knife
Swiss
I ever.
Army knife, the
ever
birth
bought.
of the multi-tool.
You're right. It was.
Mm-hmm.
It only had like 8 things on it,
fabulous.
Tony, because it's tiny. But it's from Zurich. I thought that was friggin' cool. Yeah, there you go.
Well, what's the difference between an officer's Swiss Army knife and a regular soldier Swiss Army knife?
Do I need to put a rim shot?
Blood.
To this?
Blood.
Nope. Corkscrew. The officers got
Ooh.
corkscrews. The enlisted.
Mine
not.
had a
Oh,
Mine had a
I was
corkscrew.
thinking it was a joke. Oh, she's got
Okay,
an
Carla, I'm
officer's
gonna
knife.
make you big, okay?
Who, me?
Oh, okay. This is my husband's third Swiss Army knife that I carved his name in the last one because he keeps losing them. He lost one out of his pocket when we went to Malaysia. He lost one because he had to hand it into the at the airport, and it never came back to him. And this is his last one he got. Oh, sorry. Do you want to see it? There you go.
Ooh,
See the
Carla needs to do her own travel log,
Oh,
says
sorry.
FKHC, and I would
Driving with
love
Carla
to join.
would be
Ooh.
such a feel-good show. To be quite honest, driving with Carla.
What else? There's a wrench, and we even have Leathermans as well. We have this. Oh, hang on.
Attention, YouTube. The device that is currently in her hand is a multi-purpose tool designed for household and utility-based functions. Please do not strike the stream over her
This
showing
is
off
a screwdriver.
to help
See,
her
that's
out
a
around the
screwdriver
house.
there. There is even a
Thank you, Tony.
Another-
And also, YouTube, blow me.
Phillips.
That's the antithesis of the disclaimer.
Here it says a corkscrew.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
No, literally,
Something else that I can reach out.
go
No,
fuck your own face, YouTube.
No, the Swedish chef is from Sweden, not Switzerland.
I can't
Yes.
get this one. Okay, it's something that doesn't want to come out.
Don't
Be
cut
careful.
yourself
Then,
on.
ow!
I mean,
And then
it
there's
could be-
hang on.
we could get more viewers that way.
Another
yeah,
screwdriver.
recording.
See, another screwdriver.
Yeah, it has
So
a
we've got
Phillips and a flathead. Yeah.
There's one that
Wow.
no, there's two Phillips. There's two Phillips.
That's
And
awesome.
there's something that won't come out. Sorry, I think it's a big knife.
And don't forget,
Try rubbing
And
it.
forget
also-
the toothpick and the tweezers.
Yeah, I'm getting them. There's the toothpick. that was here.
Nice.
Okay, and these are tweezers, which we've had to buy another set because
You always lose the tweezers, though.
I know
You lose
tweezers.
those.
So there you go.
That's
There's
a
more
nice
than
one.
7 there. Oh,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
got wire
they're like-
cutters and tweezers.
Thank you so much, Carla. That's awesome.
You're welcome. I could contribute for once.
Oh, what? DJ
The
Plain
Austrians
Ice in the chat says the Austrians are in heavy sealed bags.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
He's
No,
obviously
no.
trying to work out of himself a body bag, yeah?
But you said you'd kill me last.
I lied.
I lied!
Ooh, ooh.
I always tell my
Sashi?
kids.
Yes. Yet, oh, Sashi, oh my goodness. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it is. And you know what? I am going to make myself big, and I'm also going to show money while I'm at it, because I do have some Swiss currency.
Krona.
Money.
Oh
I
no,
do.
it's not krona. That's
Money,
not
motherfucker.
francs.
Seen
Swiss
before.
francs? Is it Swiss francs? Swiss francs?
It is.
Mm.
Oh, Mark, what's that?
Whoa! What, is
This
that
is
a
a Swiss-
Swiss Army
Swiss-
Bible?
Compass.
Oh, compass!
So I
Nice.
use this in scouts all the time. So what's really nice about it, you can aim. See the mirror here? So you can set your
Damn.
compass and you can kind of you line up the sights, and it was super accurate.
Wow.
So,
That's
so you
a
have this
lovely
mirror that-
Great.
so this I bought a couple extra. This is the one my grandmother gave me in like 1975, the green one, and then I saw this red one. I'm like, red looks very cool. So it's
That
very
is
Yeah.
so cool. Red is the
It's
fastest color.
beautiful. And it looks
Yep.
beautiful as well, you know. Well crafted.
Yeah, it's. And whenever I use this on scouting stuff, everyone's like, "Where did you get that? What is this? No fair!
Yeah.
You can't use that. It's too good." Yeah. So that's a fun little gizmo. And here's one of my dad's Swiss Army knives. But yeah, but
Very cool.
This- the
Oh,
only
you got one
difference
too.
yeah, I've got a ton of these. But actually,
Oh, wow.
the
Forgot about that.
original Swiss Army knife is very, very simple, and it was designed so you could operate the just do all your maintenance on your gun. So the K31, if you're a sharpshooter, that's one of the better. I have one of the. Well, I might own one. K31 and the is probably one of the better straight pull rifles out there. So that's great
Allegedly.
for target shoot. Allegedly, yep. Allegedly,
Mm.
I might know something about that. Yeah, or might not. Yep. But
All
yeah,
right,
the
well,
Swiss are known for their precision. Yeah, Swiss Army knives, the chocolate, and the watches, right? Yeah,
the watches, exactly.
and compasses.
Mm.
So I do want to show some now what Switzerland uses today, I think is still Swiss. If I'm not mistaken, the reason why Switzerland didn't have inflation during the pandemic is because they're not on the euro and they didn't print a whole lot of these guys. Now these are 25 years old.
Well, that's dope.
Mhm.
But
And they
Nice.
changed the Swiss money is really. I should have bought some. They had like I was just there this year. I should have bought
Oh, wow.
money that you could buy that was like reproduction, but yeah, their money
this is
really
straight
cool.
paper. Like there's a watermark.
Mm.
Like I can sort of see like there's a guy
It's
there,
not
like
like
there's a
the
watermark, but there's no
Fabric.
there's no ribbon. It's not plastic. There's no.
Yeah,
It's straight paper. It's high quality paper, but still.
actually, so just showing money. This is actually from a castle, and it's fake money, but this is.
Ooh.
I keep this on my wall, so
Zero.
that's Castle de. I keep my French accent so hard. Chillon, so that's on the kind of near Montreux. Gorgeous castle to visit.
Is that note? You can write any number in front of it, so you can make it a 10 or a
Yes,
20 or a
Yeah.
90.
Yeah. So I saw they had that, it's like tourist, fun. fun
Cool.
money. So I'm like, I'm buying that. Yeah, it's 0 francs.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's cool. Melted cheese. Hey, Kronos. Melted cheese is good. Good to have
Hello.
you. Pink Floyd money. Kind of, I guess. Dripping fruit and melted chocolate is gross. No.
No, it's
Well, you haven't
palatable.
done it enough. You haven't done it
It's
enough. Okay,
palatable.
my friend. Hey, he's saying hello to Lisa. And Greek letters. Oh, dear goodness. Mark, can you read this, please?
Sure. Where's the photos of Heidi milking the cows, Canadian Spider-Man? Show us the naughty side of Switzerland.
Oh, dear. Well, you know what?
Oh, dear.
Funny you should say that. Hang on. Carla, do you mind reading this from our friend Sashi?
The Swiss also have a frame manufacturer called Silhouette. Pretty good.
And Tony, this
I've
is
never
actually
heard of it.
cool from our Greek. Tony, can you see this from our friend Greek Letters?
I certainly can. Dionysus Larson in the chat says, let's admit it, when the Swiss knife has more than a certain amount of tools in it, it gets impractical.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, no one's
Until
in
you
the
need
army
it.
anymore.
Yeah, the Leatherman is kind of taken over, which pains me as a
Yeah,
Swiss person.
we
But
have
the
one of those,
Leatherman has
too.
been so the Swiss are actually
Yeah.
making Leatherman
True.
knockoffs now, and the Swiss Army knives. A lot of them now the blades are locked too, which the Leatherman didn't have always had, and a locking blade is a lot safer. So some of the knives now,
Well,
Well,
safer
blades will lock.
schmafer. I mean, pay
Safer
attention,
schmafer.
right?
yeah, true.
I mean, Swiss Army knives weren't for children.
No,
But you will cut your fingers off with those bitches. Oh, Carla, that's a
I
Leatherman
would.
right there. There you go.
Yeah,
So-
I know. Of course, because my husband had a Swiss Army
oh, you're
knife
not
from
allowed to
MacGyver.
own that if you're Swiss.
MacGyver made. Oh,
Are
right.
we still on YouTube? Are we still on? Does anyone know? Probably.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're not. YouTube doesn't mind that.
So I ran a
Oh,
maintenance.
sorry. I don't mean to get you in trouble.
Are you kidding? This channel, anything goes. You know
Sorry.
that. I don't give a no.
And it's even got a hook. It's even got a hook for you to put it on your belt. Your belt. That's how
Nice.
clever they are. Yeah.
When I worked, I was assistant chief engineer running a maintenance crew of 10 guys in Whistler. We had 3 hotels to be responsible for, and we issued them. The one was the Leatherman Wave multi-tool, and the other thing they were issued. They kept it. They could take it. It was theirs to keep and take home and forever. The Leatherman Wave, which is similar to that, it didn't have a belt loop, but I had a carabiner for them, and they got a one of those quick pick multi-bit screwdrivers.
Yeah. We
Yep.
got those as well. We got everything.
You can fix
Yeah.
90% of the things in a hotel with those 2 items. I promise you.
Problem is you can't get on a plane with them. That's the problem.
Oh, hey,
In the first place.
FK, thanks. We're still on YouTube. Okay, great. Tony, can you read this, please?
The Malaysian ringgit is only plastic for small denomination. 1 and 5 ringgit. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly. I apologize
Yes, you
in
are. I
advance.
think.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Paper
You're right.
is used for the 10, 20, and 50.
Okay. And FKHC says Montreux. Parlez-vous français, any of my co-panelists?
No.
Un petit
Okay.
peu.
Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage.
Ouvre la fenêtre, j'aime les pommes. Je parle français, mais
That's
mon
a Dexter's
français
Lab
c'est très
reference. I'll let
mauvais.
you keep it.
Okay. FKHC says Montreux. Where some stupid with a flare gun, you know the rest. I'm gonna have to
Deep
Google that.
Purple. Deep Purple.
DJ
Smoke on the
Carla,
water.
can you read this from DJ Planex, and then we'll get on with the
Me?
chat. With
I
the
may not be
pictures.
able to stay much longer. Sorry.
No, we're
Only
gonna get
handled
looking more
one.
pictures.
Oh, sorry. Only handled one. Not able to get it on the range. Had dummy cartridges and ran the action several times though. Happy days.
That'll happen.
Ooh, how high was that mountain? Was that way higher than it looks?
We were driving through the Alps on a bus. This is why some of these pictures, well, all of them
Wow,
are through a
that's a
window.
good photo. That's a good photo for doing that.
No, but that's why the tree is in motion, because I'm driving like 60 kilometers up, but it's uphill, so at least the bus is moving fucking slow. And honestly, when we
wow.
stopped for pee, I ran outside, Carla, and washed all the dirt off the outside of my window.
Oh yeah. Good
I
job.
love how the clouds are hugging that mountain. That's really cool.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
it? Well, this is the Swiss Alps, buddy. This is Swiss
Yeah.
Alps, man. Look at that engineering.
Mhm.
Like right through the friggin' side of the mountain, man.
Yep.
Yep, they tunnel right through. Yep, they're like hobbits over there.
I mean, this is how many
Mhm.
pictures in? Are we only 6 pictures in? Oh my god, I have 60 pictures.
Yes. Well, we're showing off, loot and all kinds of other stuff.
We got all night.
I don't. So
See,
I'm gonna go.
okay,
Thanks
DJ
for
Play
having
Nice.
me.
That's the
There's
camera.
your camera.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
I see
camera.
it.
DJ
Okay,
Play Nice.
you're
Oh, I
gonna
remember
take a
those. Yeah. That's a Kodak. Like, was that waterproof or was just like really
Yes.
heavy duty?
Completely heavy
You said
duty.
those use 35 millimeter.
Yes. 100. Oh, Mark got
Okay,
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna go now. I'll see
Yeah.
you later. And
Oh,
I
thanks,
will
Carla.
watch the stream later on and enjoy those photos. Sorry, I have to go,
All right.
but
Oh man,
Have a
Can
great
can you
night,
like?
Carla.
bye.
Was
It was nice
Au revoir.
meeting you, Mark, and see
Bonne
you,
nuit,
everybody.
bonne
Are
nuit.
you sure you can't ditch your obligations? It's just your children.
Well, I could travel. I could drive. I could, but it would be in the dark.
Okay. All right. Thanks
Oh,
for being here,
sorry.
Carla. And you can look at
I'm
the
so
pictures.
sorry.
But
Yeah, I will enjoy them.
well,
you later.
don't focus on the camera. Look at the background of this. But thanks, Carla. Thank you so much for being here.
Great to see you.
It's like
Tony,
taking,
are you?
right? It's like taking a snap right out of Skyrim, dude.
Mark, and Mark, I'm gonna put you above Tony just because you've got your camera on.
And I'm
You'll
much
never
more
see me
handsome.
on camera. It's not happening.
No, I think I saw your Willie on camera once.
Stage, never on here.
I don't even think I saw you backstage with your full face, Tony. But either way, what I'm trying to tell you people is, do you see the back? Not the camera, but look at the background. Like that's the friggin' Swiss Alps with the little Swiss houses in the
Oh, it's
background.
unbelievably gorgeous. I mean, just
Like-
we rode the train. We didn't have a car this last trip. We went for a 30th anniversary, so we spent a couple weeks and got to visit some friends and family. But we took all the scenic trains, and I hadn't been there in way too long, and it's just you forget. I don't know, you like Disney World maybe is the wrong expression, but everything's perfect and there's cows and it's so relaxing just riding the train. You don't even need your, forget opening a laptop or reading a book. It's just look out the window. And we're like to our friends, like, do you get ever bored of the scenery? How nice it is? Like once in a while, but no, we really appreciate how gorgeous everything is there. It's just
Of course.
it's just unbelievable how pretty it is there.
And Shrubby 1989, exactly. There is a reason why that song "Where Eagles Dare" exists, and I think that leads into this next sentence, which I'm hoping Tony can read.
Trying to drop paratroopers on positions in the Alps was a death sentence if you got it wrong.
And you know what, Mark? What do you think about this sentence from Lisa? Thanks for being here, Lisa.
Avalanche. That house is crushed.
Like
Well,
sheeps.
Truly.
Well, it is in the foreground, though. I mean, perspective. I mean, maybe it's a long. Well,
Yeah, no, the Swiss
Yeah.
ones screw up like that, but they
They're
do
all-
in certain spots. They do put
they're all dead.
avalanche guards on the mount. You'll see in the mountains. You'll see these lines. It's actually fortifications to try to break up avalanches. So
Right. And Supergirl would fix that problem. You're probably right, Kronos.
yeah,
And bucolic as hell, says DJ Play Nice. What is that referring to? Shit.
let's see.
Well,
Just relaxing, I guess. Relaxing. Yep.
oh, okay. Oh, good.
I don't know. I'm just.
Oh,
I'm
I
guessing.
thought bucolic had something to do with like colic, like you're sick. Oh
No,
my
doesn't
goodness, my
bucolic mean
vocabulary fails me. Oh my goodness, wow, that's embarrassing. Oh,
Well, I got the
wow.
internet. I got the Google. Yeah, related to the pleasant aspects of the countryside and country life. Yeah, the church is in a
Oh,
lovely bucolic setting.
thanks.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, that's what that means.
Yeah,
Oh, it has nothing to do
doesn't
with
mean
being
like
sick.
doesn't mean like bubonic plague or something.
Oh shit. Oh well, I'm glad you like it, DJ Planet. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Does that make it? No. Let's see.
There
That
you
makes
go.
it bigger. There you go, buddy. So there you go. So
Canadian
everyone take a good look
Spider-Man
at
to
that.
fiddle with it until it finally gets bigger.
You just keep touching it, I think.
Well, that's what you just did. You touched it. You finagled it.
So can you see, Tony? I don't see a lot of big trees in that avalanche path. Like there may have been avalanches in the past.
Well, do those get covered in thick snow during the cold seasons?
I guess so. That's awesome. Yeah, all right. There. Thank you, DJ Play Nice. Now I will never forget what bucolic means. And I have read that shit. I used to read books all the time, and I always misunderstood that word, clearly. Mm-hmm. And your cousin,
Hello,
of
Scotty
course.
R37. I hope life is finding
DJ
you well
Play Nice.
today.
The scenery. Depends on the movie, says Kronos. Hey, it's Scotty. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Scotty.
Scotty, tonight is an exception. If you want a link, buddy, you're welcome.
I will happily send him the provided.
Yeah, but we're keeping talking to a limited, and we're mostly focusing on the pictures because we have a lot of photos to get. Mark D with the C. Do you mind reading your own?
Sure,
sentence?
yeah. So these Swiss Army knives are really cool. So it's Schweizer. So it's a small Swiss Army company near where one of my friends lives in Switzerland. So check them out if you want to see some really high quality, special signature Swiss Army knives. They're very, very cool. Yep.
Cool.
It's in Delamont, Switzerland, which very famous for all their CNC machines.
Nice.
Watchmaking.
You got to explain to some people who don't know what CNC machines are.
Computer numerical controlled. So you put your numbers in and it tells the machine exactly what to do. So it's an automated machine, and the Swiss
and they have drills and cutters, and they manufacture parts in mass production.
Yep, very precise. So Switzerland is known for their watch, making the gears on the watches. Everything has to be.
Hey,
perfect.
Jill.
There's no. Hey, Jill.
Good to see you, Jill.
Tonight's an exception, Jill. If you want to join, it's a free for all tonight. DJ Play Nice, Tony, can you see this to read it? Are you okay to read that?
I'm perfectly fine.
No, but I'm covering your eyes with the words.
You got to remember, I'm a VTuber.
Oh, okay.
Alpine ecosystems are rad. Makes me want to go and be in a goat herd. Play guitar and yodel smoke rings into the mist.
Now, there's something very significant that we're going to see in the next few photos. And there's, I don't know, about almost 20 people watching right now.
Fantastic. Great.
There's something in these photos that you can't see anymore. This is 1998. This is when I took these photos. And you can't see this bridge anymore because it burned down. It no longer exists. It was a 600-year-old bridge at the time, or my memory. I mean, we're going back to 1998, 600 years, whatever. It could have been 400. It's irrelevant. It's a very hundreds of year olds bridge. It burned down somewhere around 2003, something like that. 2012, maybe 2012 rings a bell. Burned down.
Oh, the bridge is still there, Canadian Spider-Man.
They rebuilt it.
Yeah.
They
it's
rebuilt
all wood bridge. Yep.
An all wood bridge. And all right, Mark. All right. So where are we now? Because we're not in Zurich anymore. We're not in
Lucerne.
We're not in the Alps. Where are we now?
We're in Lucerne. Yep.
Lucerne. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, anti-derivative Spartacus.
Gorgeous.
Or anti-derivative drill, if you want to go back to even further wrench bits.
That's right. Good to see
actually, Canadian Spider-Man, I know we want to go through quickly the pictures, but I got some really cool nighttime pictures of the bridge.
Do you?
It's okay to share, if you don't mind me sharing a couple.
No, absolutely. All right. Well, I'll go through a few of mine, and then if you can share mine, that'd be great. Yeah, and I want to welcome Scotty. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Scotty.
That's right. Come in with the fanfare, sir. Join the 99.9% of
CNCs. That's right, Kronos. I used to work with those, Kronos, at a prototype machine shop. It was cool. Yeah, so Scotty, we're looking at a bridge that no longer exists. It was hundreds of years old, and it burned down in 2012, if memory serves. It's in Lucerne, Switzerland. Well, it was in Lucerne, Switzerland. They rebuilt it, but it did burn down.
1993, yeah.
Was it 2012, 1993?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
So
who would
whatever.
have thought that a wooden bridge would have been dangerous, right? Yeah.
No, hang on. I this is in 1998. When did it burn down? It was after I was a kid.
I'm seeing they said it burned down it was built in 1360.
Yes.
August 18, 1993, destroyed. Rebuilt April 14th, 1994. And they have all kinds of really cool paintings that are on the inside the bridge. And unfortunately, only 30 were fully restored. So it depicted all the events from Lucerne's history. So very sad.
And I'm telling you, it had another fire after that. Wow.
This must have been after that. Okay. It's the Chapel Bridge. They call it the Chapel.
Well, this is what happens when you build things that have... Scotty lives in a place where many wooden structures throughout history have burned down, right, Scotty?
Oh, of course. Everywhere where wooden structures have been built, they have burnt down.
Many times.
Yeah.
That is so good. Thank you, Mark, for sharing.
Yeah.
And thank you, Stark of Iron. I appreciate that.
So I'm here for everybody here.
And you know what? You are, and I do appreciate that.
I always support those who support.
And how's that, folks? I love that shot.
That's a great picture. Yeah.
You know, I love that shot. I had to brighten it up, enhance it a little bit, but yeah, that's the same bridge. So it has been through many fires, and I know it had a significant fire after this. I'm going to say 2012, but this is this is
probably
Lucerne.
during the middle, throughout history. I'm sure there were, because when I was there, they were talking about fires. So you see how it's charred? Yep, there you go. Good.
Try not to look at my teacher's daughter's bum.
I was looking at the painting. Why did you point that out?
She was 19 at least 19 at the time.
Well, now I'm all quest for fire.
But no, Scotty, do you see the pictures up there? Those were awesome.
No. Oh, eyes up there. Okay.
Eyes up, yes.
That's cool.
Oh, do you have a video of this, by the way?
Yeah.
No, not on. Okay.
I got Scotty on that one.
This is the camera that I'm using.
Mm-hmm.
No digital video back then.
No, there's no. This is.
Is this film or is that's a film?
This is
camera?
35 millimeter.
35,
like if anything exciting happens, you've got to time it correctly and push the button, knowing that there's like a half-second delay.
So you did a good job with that photo, perfectly capturing like 4 or 5 paintings up there.
So many works of art.
There you go.
Those are some of the paintings that got destroyed.
And look at how old the wood is as well. You know? Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. No. Have I been saying 1998 this whole time? No. I graduated high school in 1990. This is 1990. No.
This is 1990.
When was the fire? 93?
93, they said. According to Wikipedia, which is never wrong.
These are the originals. This is from I graduated high school in 1990. This was 1990. These are the pictures. These are the pictures before they had the fire. So these are the ones that some of them they couldn't save. You said.
Yeah, they only fully restored 30. So I'm sure there's documentation of all of them.
Yeah.
But
this is 3 years before the fire. Okay. Yeah, I graduated in 1990. So this is 1990.
How did the fire come to happen? What happened?
I think it
was the Avengers. Was it Iron Man let off some repulsor fighting?
I was nowhere in the vicinity. I plead the fifth. No, plead the fifth. What started the fire though?
Well, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Kronos wants melted cheese because of Switzerland. And I want to say hello to Swiss -1.
Hey, what's going on?
Swiss -1. Hello. Welcome. Very hundreds of years old, CSM. Okay, I did say that, DJ Plainus. And what was the date? Sorry, Mark D with a C?
1993. Yeah, it says
No.
part of the
excuse me. Sorry. When it was built
1340, was it, or 1390? Let's see.
1390. And I was there in 1990. So that's 600 years old. And if you rewind the tape, it's 600 years old exactly then. And if you rewind the tape, what was the first numbers I laid out? 600 years old. Thanks, Mark, with D with a C.
Yeah. So a major part of the Chapel Bridge caught fire on the night of 18 August. Oh, that's my good friend Rob's birthday, 1993. All that could be saved were the two bridgeheads and the water tower. The remainder of the bridge is rebuilt in a record 8 months, allowing the new Chapel Bridge to be opened 14 April 1994. So it probably burned everything in between.
Look at the water tower; it's stone.
Yeah.
So this is 3 years before that fire. Okay, there you go. Mark, I'm so glad I didn't ignore you. Thank you so much.
Oh, glad to be here. Yep, a lot of fun. Yep.
Thank you for. I mean, I ignore your chatted because sometimes you get so ahead with the photos and you can't pay attention to the chat. And when you said I was born in Switzerland, or I'm Swiss, I had to send you a link. So thank you so much. And you're a busy guy, so thank you for sparing the time.
Oh no, God, this is fun. Yep.
So have you seen this bridge when it was before 1993 when it burned?
Yeah. I was there as a kid. Yep. Went there as a family trip. Yep.
So you've walked right.
I walked through that. Yeah. I mean, they rebuilt it. This is the most photographed bridge in the world, probably. Knowing the Swiss, they already had
London Tower Bridge, though maybe.
Yeah, but they had. I'm sure, knowing the Swiss, they had all the plans, and they probably had. They made it. As close. Probably looks. Identical, but
I'm sure it does.
It's just a fun. And that's when you walk. That's when you walk further down, and there's some locks there, and it's. The rush of the water is really cool there. Yeah. So we had drinks right by the water there when we went, and really, really fun place to visit. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Suzanne, and thank you. Thank you. What? Excuse me. What is this, Mark D with the Z?
So that's the city of Lucerne. That's their sightseeing website. So if you want to click on there and read about the bridge, anyone in the chat, you can bookmark that and tell you a little bit more about Lucerne. And
my goodness.
A tourist. They're trying to tell
Spidey,
you.
We have a friend in the back.
Shit, I'm sorry, Anti-Dirt of Jill. I didn't see you until just now.
Hey, Jill.
Oh.
That's no problem whatsoever. Thank you so much. I'm just here to sightsee, to see what's going on in Switzerland. I'm excited to hear what Mark has to say about his experience there.
Well, hi, Jill. One of the great, I never had this drink. It's a Swiss drink, panache, which is beer and lemonade. And we like to drink here sometimes. So that was, I was looking at the menu. I'm like,
that was nice.
Panache. And the girl's like, no, panache. And it's beer and lemonade.
Beer and lemonade. That sounds like an interesting blend.
It actually worked. It actually, and they said like after they do anything athletic, they don't want something as heavy, so they'll mix lemonade with the beer. Yep.
Well, we do that in Texas.
Tell me they want a red wine and Coke.
No, but we have margaritas and we dump the beer in them.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they do that in Mexico.
Yeah.
It's a michelada.
You know what? People will find any excuse to get effed up.
So here's Lucerne, folks. And the houses are sometimes painted. Scotty, have you seen painted houses when you were on your travels?
I have. Well, and I have. And the thing is
not painted horrors, painted houses.
Yeah, no, both. And the thing is that the painted houses, the ones that I've seen, the ones that really stood out are the ones that are sort of older and where the paint is peeling. I love the aesthetics of an older art.
Yes.
And something about the beauty of seeing the passage of time with that art does
I
make me
agree.
feel
Mhm.
it's like, oh, that's even more beautiful because it stood the test of time, but it also shows its age.
Anti-derivative Jill, thank you for joining. And can you read from our friend?
DJ Plain Eyes says, and trying to catch detail of your subject with the fixed lens on, those box cameras was always dicey. Two
Darn
Canadian
right.
Spider-Man. Oh, yes. That's some
Yep.
photography.
You had to time it, Jill. Like, I don't know if you've
Yep.
ever had a 35 millimeter camera and there was always a delay, but if anything was moving at all, you had to time pushing the shutter button just right in order to capture the moment, and it was crazy.
How
And I
many,
want to say,
how many
hello, Suzanne.
millimeters were those
Thir-
tiny little disposable cameras?
35.
Then I've had them.
Tony, can you read this from our friend?
There is
Please?
another bridge that was destroyed recently, though. Different bridge to Davos Viaduct. Davos Viaduct was blown up by a railroad company.
On
Wow.
purpose or by accident?
Davros, what a Freudian slip. I may or may not be a Dalek.
Doctor.
I have a picture of the bridge over the River Kwai somewhere on this laptop, but it's not the one on the movie is fictional. But there was one that I have a photo of. There is a train.
Is there a River Kwai?
There is a River Kwai, and
There must be at least one bridge.
Scotty, I drank beers of questionable strength because it wasn't marked on the label. The label said between 5 and 9%. I drank 3 big bottles with an Irish woman, and then we stayed on a hut on stilts on the River Kwai, like close to the bridge.
That is a longer title, but a more interesting movie.
Yeah, let's watch that film.
Yeah.
Shout out to Laura. Laura, shout out to Laura. So yeah, this is the same in Lucerne. We're still in. Do you see? I don't know if that's a house. Like, are those all houses? Are those castles? Like, what the hell?
They look
Well,
gorgeous.
it's a lot
I don't know. Like, are they? Those look like government buildings. Like they look like
I don't
something
know.
that would be purposefully made to show off the
look at that
ostentatious
tower.
river. But
Right?
like they probably were built just to be homes because those were the rich people, and then I don't know what happened to them.
I
Turned
have.
into a
Uh-oh.
fucking Costco.
Kronos.
Hi, Iron Man. I am Tony Stark. But
I'm Team Cap,
More
so
on
it's
this
cool.
tower here. I have an unapologetic admiration for clock towers, especially if
Same, the
they
clock
have like
tower.
the big gears and the pendulums and all the ancient engineering that goes into a clock tower that looks that old or is that old.
What's your favorite clock tower?
Good night, Suzanne.
Good night, Suzanne.
Good night.
Oh, there's
Have a
one
great
favorite
night,
clock
Suzanne.
tower. It's it has the bell in it.
Right.
I like Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Have you-
There you go.
Big
Have you
Ben's a
seen the
good
clock
one.
tower in Bern? The clock tower in Bern is incredible. Yep,
Mm.
that's amazing. And they've got it comes out in the it's got a lot of motion in terms of like statues come out or
Oh, like a cuckoo clock.
like a cuckoo
Ooh.
clock. Yeah. So the one in Bern is very famous. Put that on your bucket list. Yep.
I will.
Yep.
Definitely
And
check
and
that out.
speaking, yeah, the Tower of London has the Bridge of Sighs connected to it coincidentally. Thanks, DJ Play Nice, which we did show on a previous travel talks with Spidey.
Doesn't
pretty sure.
the Canadian Parliament have a clock tower?
I think it does, and yeah, I think.
But
it
if I
does.
can't remember it, then it can't be that good.
No, I'm sure it does. There's a Swiss flag. It's a big white cross in the middle of a red flag.
Yeah, you
I'm
always
not
see
sure
this
why I
when-
took this picture.
You always see this. The Swiss. Everyone has like they wear the Swiss flag as a lifeguard. It's like it always bugs me as a Swiss person. Like saying it's like it's not the Red Cross. It's the opposite. Yeah.
Here's another painted house. How do you like that?
I like it.
I think it's great.
I know exactly. I would know exactly where that is. Yep.
Okay, it's in Lucerne.
Yeah,
Apparently.
yep. That's the steps going down towards the bridge. Yep.
DJ Play Nice
there's a
asks
restaurant
if
under
I want to if I want to build a clock tower dream home. No, because that would be the loudest alarm clock going off every hour.
Okay.
How's the food
And
at
Kronos
this
says it
place?
looks Tolkienish.
Under
I didn't eat there, but it
Right.
looked good. And it was all of it was pretty expensive there. But we ate in a crummy restaurant that night. I wanted to overlook.
You've been here.
Yeah, it was just there in September. Yep. Walk down those
Thi-
steps.
This photo is 35 years old.
Well, I could show you a photo of the same spot.
It looks like this.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I'm so glad you're here. And Jill, I didn't mean to interrupt. Please go ahead.
so great that it looks the same from 35 years to now, but also that clock tower is the oldest one in that city. So good job picking that one out to take a picture.
And it. Do you see the sword on? I was so mesmerized by the sword. I know you can't really see the guy in the middle there, but the sword hanging across his waist. It was so cool.
And that's the family tree, I think, of everyone, if memory serves, in Lucerne. It's a family tree with all the coats of arms and the families painted there.
And that's why
Very cool.
Kronos said it was Tolkienish, because Tolkien really loved his trees and also family trees.
Holy shit. DJ Play Nice, you nailed it. I'm going to read this because he's exactly correct. He knows, he's talking my language. We're within a few years of each other. You are exactly correct. He says, DJ Play Nice says, and if I remember correctly, the box camera, like the yellow one I just showed you, they were loaded with ISO 200 speed film. And lighting was a huge consideration. It was. So I generally use 200 for a lot of like general all around lighting conditions. 400 speed film was used for somewhat action. 1,000 speed film was used for sports, and 100 speed was used for low light or really clear pictures that were
Outside,
nothing was really
right?
moving, like landscape. So
Yeah,
DJ
like
Play
landscape,
Nice,
yeah.
and I'm not an expert. I'm just going off memory from 30 years ago, man. But
Well,
you
and they
know
did have
your
like an
shit.
auto setting, but it never worked. You're right, Canadian Spider. It was just so
That's
difficult.
right. I did
And
manual. I did manual.
Did you have one of those one? I had Mom and Dad always gave me the 110 cameras. Like if it was a little kid went on a trip, you remember those little Pentax 110s, the cartridge, because it was a lot easier. You didn't have to wind the film as a little kid, so you wouldn't screw. It was a lot easier
Shout
to
out
use.
to my friend Agent DBK in the chat. I'm old enough
Ooh.
to remember when ISO was
Hell.
called ASA.
Hey. Okay. Wow. Okay. I don't know what it was called. ASA.
I don't know what it
That's in
is
the
either.
110 film. That's I think that was back in the 110. It's opposed to 35 millimeter. Wow.
I mean, they didn't take as nice pictures, but it was a cheap camera for, like, if you went on a school field trip or something, or that's the camera. Yeah. Oh, yep. Exactly. Yep.
There we go.
Walking down to the bridge. Yep.
Yeah, you said that, Kronos. I feel like I'm 15, dude. Still doing handsprings, buddy.
Nice.
I think I did. I might have. Tony, did I do one drunkenly on a stream that you were on recently?
No, you were drunkenly launching bottle rockets from your hands.
That was
fun.
Yeah, I learned that that's a mistake.
Listen,
Towards your laptop.
Yeah, we're just facing the wrong way, right? You're going the wrong way.
Yep.
How does he know we're going the wrong way?
Well, it was a 50-50 shot, Mark. It was a 50-50 shot, okay?
it's less than a 50-50 shot if you're pointing directly at your laptop.
And
There's
also,
a
telling
bonus
telling
difference,
you
but it
no.
ain't that big of an error margin.
Insurance claim. What happened? Oh, a bottle rocket hit my laptop.
Scotty, I don't think I can go back to those cabanas anymore.
Oh, that's fine. Those cabanas sucked.
No, they were awesome. They were right on the ocean.
No. They
I
were
need
the
to get
worst.
me
You'll
some
find
of that
better
plated
cabanas.
tile for my pool cabana.
Oh my stars! Who is that slow person?
That's Hank Hill.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
Selling
the
okay,
hell?
propane,
good.
propane
I'm glad
accessories.
to hear. I'm glad to hear.
Mark, do you
Propane.
know this place?
I don't know that place, but I'm sure if it's near the bridge, I probably walk by it. The interesting thing now is Switzerland has become very popular with Asian cultures, Indian and Asian and China. So they had some
Famous
Bollywood
Sparkle.
films that were filmed in Switzerland, became incredibly popular in India. So we got there, they had a ton of Indian food, a ton of Chinese food, which is awesome, and a huge tour group. So it was amazing how many people from Asia are visiting Lucerne and Zurich and Geneva as tourists. So then they cater to them too, which was.
I didn't think about that. You could visit CERN and they'll show you around the Hadron Collider.
No, Lucerne. Yep. Or you could probably. I don't know
Ooh.
what we're in Geneva now, right? Isn't that Geneva?
Yes.
No.
How do you know that?
Well, that's a famous one of the most beautiful sculptures. That's the line, and it signifies that was Roman legions. That it was like 10 soldiers that weren't they protecting the Pope? I'm trying to remember my history here. There's a story about this.
I think so. And they died, and this is a memorial to them,
to the people that died. I think it was the Swiss
Geneva,
Guard. The Swiss
and it's
Guard.
a symbol of Geneva.
They were defending
Lions.
the Pope. Yeah, they were defending the Pope. Yep. I think that's
Yeah.
what the story is. So someone can help me out in the chat, maybe. But I believe
Tony,
that's
can
what
you?
that is. Yeah.
Man, you got to read this yourself, man. Can you? Do you mind, please?
In fact, I would be honored and pleasured to do so on many layers. It's such a pleasant conversation, learning a lot. The fact that we can learn from one another makes us all better than the sum of the parts. It does beat trying to posture oneself over others, for some, the minority, all the time.
Kronos says, "Nice sculpture." And
For
now,
real, and
Lucerne,
you're
that's
absolutely
Lucerne.
right. You are.
ooh,
Mark
And-
D is teaching me all about Switzerland.
Yeah, I'm learning about it too.
Yeah.
It's a memorial for the mercenary soldiers from central Switzerland. This is from Wikipedia, who lost their lives while serving the French King Louis the. Is it the 5th or the 6th or the 16th during the
I
French
was going to say
Revolution?
the 15th or the 16th. Yeah, Louis the 16th. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it just took me a minute to read the Roman numerals.
And you
So
I
might
didn't
when
know
the
when to start
revolution-
singing "I'm Henry VIII." I am.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Good to see you, Nemesis of Eden. How are you doing, my friend?
hey, Nemesis.
Nemesis Enforcer.
Scotty, can you read this, please?
Absolutely. Nemesis Enforcer in the chat says, "Hail, you beautiful beings! I'm in lurk mode, playing some Doom: The Dark Ages.
I need a
This is-
machine to be able to run that game.
I hope you are all doing well. Nemesis, I did a terrible impression of you, but I thought I was being regal.
Yeah, that's right.
don't
He says,
know.
"Hail, you beautiful beings." Yeah, no,
I
he's
sounded
great.
like a penthouse letter. I apologize.
Those are popular, Scotty. Thank you. Jill, do you mind adding a feminine touch to this, please?
Lisa says, Tudor's chalet shows an excellent example of German influencing that architecture. Oh, she seems to know what she's talking about.
Wow. Okay. And I
Do we
do
know
want
what
to thank
that is in
everyone.
relation to?
Which photo in particular? The Swiss architecture would be probably right there. And I do.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Tudor also like have a Germanic influence? I think. Could be wrong. But also, it kind of looks similar to these other, like all of them, really.
Yeah, no, there's one I thought I saw a picture and it looked like everybody was running away from Godzilla.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna get, that's right up here.
Okay. No, not that one.
Scotty,
But I
thanks
love
so much for being here, man.
That
I know
one,
you're a
that
busy
one,
guy.
I saw it. Yeah, no, it was great.
So,
This is
yeah.
also beautiful. I would love
The fountains.
to.
Okay, Lisa, I'm not crazy. See, whenever I do these travel talks, I keep spouting shit, and you guys, you never know if I'm spouting truth. But Mark D with a C, I think we've aligned with like 90% of what I said. You confirmed, and now Lisa's confirming that again. So, I may smoke a lot of weed, but I do pay attention to culture. All right, there's not a lot of things I'm good at, but culture. I mean, cultural anthropology, it wasn't a great degree. I don't have a degree or a job from it, but I pay attention.
You learn a lot by traveling. And those in the background there, those are pictures, the flags of all the cantons in Switzerland, which are basically the Swiss states. So like the one in the middle there with the bear, that's Bern. I think to the right is Jura.
Oh,
I don't know my canton flags, but
like the photo quality in this picture, the first thing I thought was it's a Polaroid. I don't have an in-depth knowledge of old cameras or film,
I thought it was the Bunta Eve pod race.
Now, and do you see the clothing that the people sitting on the fountain are wearing?
90s.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Temperature-wise, I'm thinking 90s. You can looks like 90s clothing, right? Look at the dude with the short shorts, right?
What if you imagined this as being like it's January and everyone is freezing? They're wet and cold.
He's Henry VIII, the Iron Man.
Ooh, okay. So Shrubby 1989. Yeah, I think you're correct. It was a memorial to the Swiss Guard that died protecting it, as we discussed. Thank you.
No, actually, the interwebs are saying it was actually they're defending the French king. That's what I thought too, but I thought
it was the Pope.
I thought it was the Pope too.
Ooh, interwebs versus human memory. Ooh.
But as Jill was reading, and it's actually they were defending.
Ooh.
But what, Jill? We have to question Wikipedia sometimes. Maybe it didn't have the full picture. Maybe the Pope had a part in it too somewhere that I didn't see.
If I had one wish, and if I could snap my fingers, I wish we could discuss that subject with Doomcock and Cardinal Sin on Into the Fringe. Wouldn't that be a cool topic to discuss?
Yeah. Well, I always
Mark,
keep my
wouldn't it, Mark?
Sin coin right in front of me on my desk.
Nice.
On me a gill. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I have it too. I just need a minute.
I got mine right up there. Oh, hey, Jason Love. Hey, thanks for being here.
It was good to see you at my show earlier today. I hope everybody was thoroughly entertained. It was a very successful show, too. It was awesome. Nice. It's nice, neat, 3 hours.
The best show, the greatest show. Have you ever seen the show? You've never seen one greater.
It is. Ooh, that's a good Trump impression.
It's huge. Scotty, I understand that, you're getting used to the fact that we will be annexing your country. Okay? Okay.
My country. You don't know where I live.
But I do understand your grievances, but I respect you. You're awesome.
Scotty, can you read this, please, from our friend Shrubby?
Shrubby, 1989 in the chat says, Tudor is German. It is the German branch of the royal families that spread to England. Same as the Habsburg. You know who my favorite Habsburg is? Is Quentin Habsburg from Naked Gun 2.5.
That's awesome.
They have the best lip,
Jim. I think my new webcam is not very good. It doesn't focus when I go.
Try beating it. It's just like children.
Yeah, focus.
Like if you electrify that, are ghosts going to come out of it?
Probably.
No, probably not.
Oh no!
Thanks,
yeah, no. What if Cardinal Sin comes out of that medallion? That'd be crazy if his soul was trapped in it.
Oh, we have a discrepancy. Lisa says Tudor is German. DJ Playnight says Tudor is English. Ooh. Maybe it's both. Because I remember it being German, DJ Playnight, but like your knowledge is formidable. And I would, wow. Yeah, crazy is normal here. You said it, Kronos. And
we're crazy enough to love and respect each other almost unconditionally. That's the reason why we're able to have conversations.
Tony, I'm trying to take a picture on the Rhine here, and the bus is moving, so it's a little blurry. I apologize for that.
You're fine.
No, but like, and I appreciate both the architecture and the older photography style, because it makes it ages it beautifully. It kind of like, that's the kind of thing that I would see on the front cover of a travel log. Like, I think that's a beautiful shot.
Well, the stream is called the Thursday Travel Talk with Spidey. So
well, then maybe it's not just a clever title, and everything is factual.
So what lake do you think this is, Mark D with a C?
This lake is that why you went to Geneva now, or no? That doesn't look like Geneva to me. That looks like we're still near Lucerne, maybe.
I'm pretty sure that's Lake Geneva.
Titicaca?
Well, Lake Geneva is massive. So
wait, Scotty, I have pictures of Lake Titicaca. It's in Peru. I did it on my Peru stream. You were there, I think, in the chat. We talked about Titicaca. I'm upset with Lake Titicaca. Okay,
all right. Let's focus.
I'm a travel savvy guy, and I've never had anything really stolen from me. But I had height sickness. What's it called? Altitude sickness. And I was in Lake Titicaca, and we were going over in Puno. Puno is a town, like Puno. And I had my backpack stolen from this old couple that they pretended to deliver milk. And I had my head down. My girlfriend went to the bathroom, and I waited. And they stole a little backpack from me. And I had my glasses and my journal. And that's all that was in there, was my journal and my glasses. Those bastards, like Lake Titicaca. Fuck you, Lake Titicaca.
F that lake.
Anyway, that's another. Go back to the stream on Peru, and you'll hear all about my stress with Lake Titicaca.
Just Google Titicaca.
My daughter was just in Peru, and my son as well the month before, and he did some mountain climb. Well, I guess mountain climbing.
Altitude sickness. Don't trust old people.
Did you have an Apple tag in your bag? Just kidding. That
probably
was
not.
Years ago. Yeah, I'm joking.
I didn't even have I didn't travel with a cell phone back then, man.
It was
no, this is Lake Geneva.
Even though you got robbed, I still want to see
Machu
Picchu. I want to check that out.
Oh, like Machu.
So that's
Machu
awesome. Is that the Swiss fountain? The Swiss fountain, the famous? Oh no, that's a small one. That's not the water stream. That's not the stream. Yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute. Where's?
Now you're back in Lucerne. Maybe that wasn't Lake Geneva then.
Nope. Apparently not.
It didn't look like Lake Geneva to me, but
no. Okay. Well, you're the Swiss dude.
Yeah, but I mean, it's massive too. So
I was just bragging about how my memory was good.
Again, Spidey, in that last photo, the camera was showing.
Sorry. There you go. Oh, there is the camera.
You're taking that from a bus. That's a bus tour. You're taking that.
That is a bus. Yeah. I don't do bus tours anymore, but back when I was 19, I did. This was right after high school.
They're not bad to do a couple of tours, if they're quick tours.
Get my legs on
lay of the land, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Okay. So this is still All right. There you go.
You know what you can do with Spidey? You can do with Google image search. You can right click, not now, but you can right click on the photo and do Google Lens. And it'll tell you where that photo is now. Like
you probably
giving him the secrets as to how I tell him stuff when I don't know anything about any of this.
Jill. I don't. Jill, you got to teach me how to do that. I don't know how to do that.
All I do is I take a screenshot and I search on Google and it helps me out.
Do you see these old style cars? This is 1990, folks. 1991.
Yeah. Oh, there's a switch on Duceve on the left there. Yeah. Looks like
boxy model of the late 80s, early 90s automobile.
I'm trying. Okay, I'll catch up. Yes, I'm trying to catch up. Shrubby says it's a style they used, the brick building style. Most of that style architecture originated in the German areas. Wow. Germans made Rammstein. Yeah, that's true. No, snap. Sashi says, running away from Godzilla. That reminds me,
I'm
the
a
next Godzilla is gonna be Southeast Asia.
Well, we're
Can't wait to
distracted. I'm a little upset.
That's
My Orville fell off my
Oh no.
run.
my
Oh no, is it
my
broke?
bookshelf. It's broken.
Oh, no.
I gotta glue it back
Aw.
together.
Oh.
It's,
that sucks.
well, it's eagle moss. I'm gonna have to.
Did the Vogons hit it?
Yeah, the Vogons were building a highway and they just smashed right through it. So I'm gonna have to get it fixed.
Now, Earthlings, I present you with a choice. Either be blasted into the vacuum of space. Tell me how you felt about my poem.
All right, Scotty, can you're the perfect person. Do you mind?
It's nice to see you, Sashi. Continuing on my racist streak, English, German, it's all white to me.
It's
That's
all
awesome.
lily white to me. Da 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 da.
Oh dear. The Germans used to influence a lot. Yeah, I believe it, Jason Love. And thanks for being here.
Like, that's
The
a
name gets
list
funnier
of people
every
who
time
wouldn't
you hear
like Captain America 4. Anyway,
I'm glad you guys rock. Man, we have such a good chat. Like,
It's a wonderful
wow.
chat.
What's
also-
the deepest lake in the world? Ooh, where's the deepest lake in the world? Is that in Canada?
Veronica.
I would.
Veronica Lake.
It's Lake Superior. It has to be Lake Superior. That's a trick question.
Is it?
Is that where the Loch Ness monster is? No, just kidding.
No, I never saw it. That's in near Castle
Scotland,
Urquhart
I know.
in Loch Ness. I never
Yeah.
did see it. We did another stream on that, DJ Plain Ice. We did a stream on Scotland where we talked about that. I want to say it's Lake Superior, but I could be wrong. But I mean, why name it Lake Superior if it's not Lake Superior? Oh, there we go. There's some mountainous terrain. Ooh. Do you mind reading that, please, Jill?
The whole point was the influence for that one. At least it's always saying stuff I don't know how to pronounce. Is it chalet?
Chalet.
Chalet.
LA.
The chalet. The whole influence for that one chalet was German.
Nice.
What
Yeah.
is the chalet?
It's the Swiss house. But yeah, most of Switzerland is German speaking. So heavy German influence. The western part where Geneva is French speaking, and then to the south near Italy you've got Italian and Romanche, which is a very, very small dialect also, and
That's a chalet.
Western portion.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, it's in the middle of a town. You remember the very first house, maybe with all the logs I showed. I don't want to go all the way back, but that was
You
a
don't
chalet.
have to. That's okay.
Oh, it's the title, the photo, the screen photo
Thumbnail.
for this stream.
The thumbnail for the video.
No, the thumbnail is the bridge. No, I almost chose the
Okay.
log. I almost chose the log house. I went with the bridge.
Who says you can't go back in time?
Right?
Yeah.
You sure can on this stream, folks.
Yeah.
So,
man,
yeah.
it's a charisma.
So there's the Matterhorn. No, I'm kidding. It's not the Matterhorn, but those are the
It's
Swiss
good
Alps.
captures.
Well,
It's good captures. Like,
Were you-
yeah.
Well, Mount Pilatus is near there, so we took a trip to Mount Pilatus. Did you go up to Mount Pilatus near Lucerne when you were there, Spidey? Rode the train up, and I got this
no, I
really cool
didn't.
video of someone
No, I didn't.
paragliding off of the top of the mountain. Maybe I'll show that later. It's like someone. I'm like, what are they doing here with? And all of a sudden,
No, I
they
didn't,
start
no.
paragliding off the top of the mountain, Mount Pilatus.
Lemon pie. Hey, Lemon. No. Although, you know what? Wait a minute. Now that you mention it, we did see paragliders, but I couldn't get them in the picture. I couldn't capture them on the stupid 35 millimeter
'cause of
camera.
35, yeah.
We did see paragliders. Absolutely. And hey, Lemon Pie, good to see you.
Yeah.
I don't want to fall off the mountain, but now is the perfect time to do so because there's a picture of a mountain. So I'm tired and I'm going to go to bed. So I'm going to fall off the mountain. Yodeling.
Use your parachute.
Scotty, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Scotty. And Lemon Pie, we did go to Lucerne. we just left Lucerne. Just the last a few hours have been Lucerne. It seems like no, the last hour was Lucerne. Thanks for being here, Scotty. Look at that. I mean, that's a church, isn't it? That's a friggin' church down there.
Probably in the middle of the town it would be a church, yeah. It didn't look real, some of it from the train. You're looking at like.
But that's a real picture. I swear to God, that's a real picture I developed.
Oh,
myself. I took that myself.
My wife and I were in the train, like, that doesn't look real. It looks like it's out of a movie set or something.
No, that's
so
real.
pretty,
I took it myself.
Yeah.
You saw the camera in the reflection.
You used Google AI back in 1990. ChatGPT to AI that photo, yeah.
This is 1990, 1991, 1990. Yeah, 1990, I think. Yeah, because I went to Europe a couple times. Both those years, and 1992, I think, as well.
So was this a school trip, or was just the?
It was people that I went to school with, but not connected to the school.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
it was
friends. Yeah,
it was with one of those tours. It was through a foundation called the Educational Foundation, and they sort of they made money from taking people who were connected through school around Europe and different places in the world. So
that's great. That's a great way to do it, though. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, this is a real photo. This is not AI. I genuinely took this off my 35 millimeter shitty camera.
Well, now you could use AI to enhance it. Not that you should, but
oh, dude.
It's more beautiful the way it is.
Oh, Mark, do you mind reading this?
Oh, sure. Thank you. Yes, Jason Love says, I thought the deepest lake was Uranus.
Oh, well, maybe. Wow, Tony, can you read this, please, from your friend? From our friend?
The deepest lake in the world is Lake Baikal, located in Siberia, Russia. It reaches maximum depth of 1,642 meters, Tovarish. 5,387 feet.
That's what she said.
A mile.
Wow.
Привет, Tovarish. Great fact.
Lemon Pie says, "Oh shit." Oh shoot. Jill, can you read this from Lemon Pie? Jill.
Lemon Pie says, "I'm tired of all these stuck-up bodies of water. Get over yourself, Lake Superior."
Yeah, Jason Love appreciates your facts. Lisa's making fondue. Oh man, I'd love fondue right now. Oh, Lisa. Okay, I'm a roofer by trade, so I'll read this one. A reverse V roof or A-frame roof is a quick way to identify a chalet. That is a true statement. I lived in Whistler Ski Resort. They are, you know what? Sadly, a lot of the cheap A-frame houses that existed in the 60s that I still remember when I was there in 98, they've torn them all down now for big mansions, and I think Whistler's gonna regret that part of history being torn down. Yeah, those were the original chalets, Lisa. You're right. Anywho, back to the photos. So yeah, I love this photo. This is one of my favorites. Maybe I should have made that the thumbnail. I
love with the snow in the back. Like you've got grass and you got snow. That's what's so beautiful.
But I'm picking at snowboard lines down there. Like I can make it down there. Like I see at least 3 lines right there.
He wants to hit the powder and other
damn
snowboard
right.
talk.
That's what I do, man. That's my thing. Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up that scene from The Simpsons when Otto was like, "You didn't say it in snowboard."
There's the back of the bus. Oh, do you see the bridge right between the seat heads, the headrest and the seat? There's the bridge we just crossed.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
And you probably, I'm looking to see if there's any fortifications there. Or all the bridges are set to blow up, which is
no kidding.
Yeah.
Just so there's the Alps, folks. There's driving the highways through the Swiss Alps. And they had tunnels.
The disadvantage being in the middle of all the other countries that would be warring. You are by default a fought over territory and potential supply line for either side.
The hub.
Yeah, you eliminate the priority of your country by blowing your bridges.
And
well,
you know,
it's such
Oh, go ahead, Mark.
Well, I was just gonna say it's so mountainous too. That's
Mhm.
part of the natural defenses they had. So famous quote in World War One, they said they asked what a militia of 250,000 Swiss would do if invaded with an army of 500,000 Germans. Their response: shoot twice and go home.
Right.
Because they're such good marksmen. But the natural terrain, I mean, you look through history, Poland's been invaded a million times, very flat country. But one of the reasons they thought that the Germans didn't invade in World War II was, well, of course, there's the money aspect and the banking, but also the natural terrain. They would have lost so many men trying to take over Switzerland. Everyone's a militia, everyone was prepared, and the defense is there. It would have cost a lot more in men than would have been
That's
worth it. They
true.
probably would have never been able to fully
Ooh.
take over the country. Yeah.
Scotty, it was too abrupt. We'll get your ass back here, man. You are
Yes.
welcome
His departure is expedited.
to join. And Lisa, thank you. I'm assuming you're
He's
talking
got
about
a
the previous
rest.
picture. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And yeah, all right. Sashi says lake, but by Cal. By Cal. Okay. Jill, do you mind reading this, please?
Sure, DJ Plain Ice in the chat says, anybody else? Craving Swiss Chalet takeout? I need to piece with a biscuit and extra gravy. Bubbles is my co-pilot.
Ooh,
Trailer Park Boys? Oh, Trailer Park Boys, yes.
Trailer Park Boys.
But he's trying to say he loves his kitties and he's hard as fuck.
There's a W in two-piece there, DJ. I know you know that. That is cool. Yeah, you like this picture? Thanks, Lisa. That's one of my favorite pictures. I do like that. But yeah, here we go. There's the Swiss Alps, more of the Swiss Alps. And just gorgeous terrain. This would have been spring, late spring. Nope, this was full on summer. No, that's right. This was July because we hit Italy after this in August and it was hot as balls. This was July. This was summer. All this trip was summer. Yeah, there we are in motion. How the foreground is in motion, but the background is because they're just so massive. They just don't.
Mhm.
The perspective doesn't change because it's
Great
just so big.
sources of red mana, that whole ridge. My goblin deck needs these mountains.
Yeah, man. How long? Okay. So imagine you're Frodo. How long to climb over those mountains?
With a hobbit stature,
Yeah,
height.
exactly.
Now, do I have the ring or don't I have the ring?
You don't have it.
Then, as Frodo, to
Oh,
climb
Scotty,
up
I never wear bottoms when I sleep.
the mountain
Good
and
call.
then down the other side, as somebody who's 3 feet tall
3.5.
ish. 16 days.
Oh, that's faster than I thought. I thought a month and a half, but 16 days. Okay.
That's
Because I would think he
optimistic.
wouldn't really have so much of a reason to do it. Like,
He's
"Oh,
smaller,
why are we
so
climbing
he's
this
able to
mountain?"
burn energy more efficiently.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but if he doesn't have the ring to destroy, what's the point?
Now, if he
Wouldn't
has
he
the
just-
ring on him, he's fatigued. He's constantly getting weaker.
What's
and
the
weaker
ew
as
about
he is.
Lisa?
But he
Yeah.
has more motivation to actually do it.
Yeah,
I mean-
but at the same time, he wore himself thin. A steady pace, and this is obviously is if they
Okay.
got the elven bread that is basically a meal a day.
But
Question of
lambdas,
elves.
lambda.
Lamb, yeah. So would you go left or right, Jill?
Left looks steeper,
It does.
but a steeper mountain usually hints that it has a shorter base at the base.
That's right. It's more steep, but it's shorter.
The shorter distance. Yes.
Jill, do you mind reading this, please?
So DJ Plain Ice in the chat says, to Kronos. Yeah, that game with the yodeling guy on The Price is Right, right? Yeah, that is what Scotty started singing. I love that. That's fun.
That is from The Price is Right.
Well, that is
And
if
a
the yodeling
Rammstein
guy
song with the mountain. Okay.
falls. Yeah, if the yodeling guy falls off the mountain, you hear that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Right. I need a lozenge.
That's what happened to my dad came to America to ski for the first time, and he was like 5'6", well, he'd say 5'7", 5'8", but he bought 220s to go skiing for the first time in Vermont. And my dad would never swear, but he would always tell the story. He gets off the chairlift and he's trying to ski. He's like, and I'm not born yet, but he's relating the story years later. He's like, who the fuck put all these trees everywhere? Because he was used to skiing in Switzerland above the tree line. He's like, he almost killed himself. He had to get shorter skis.
Oh yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you have longer skis, you go faster.
And you can't turn as easily, yeah.
That's the other thing. Lisa says, as a kid, Swiss Miss pudding was a big deal. Lisa, I was in love with Swiss Miss for like 5 or 6 years. Yes. And Little Debbie. Don't even get me started on Little Debbie.
You had a divorce?
Well, then I met Little Debbie. Ooh. Lemon Pie says, I went to the Wagner Museum in Lucerne. And, of course, the lake. Nice. So, okay, you're right. The lake was in Lucerne. There you go. Chatter's playing nice. Everyone's playing nice, Kronos. Absolutely. We had a bit of a disruption earlier, but we're all good now.
That was before the stream.
Bubbles. Jason loves the bubbles.
Oh, you like my bubbles, huh? Funny story. I got to meet that, what's that guy's name? That Randy feller. And he issued the Bubbles impersonators to come up there and talk like Bubbles up there on stage with him at a cheeseburger picnic. And guess what I did? I hurt myself a spatula autographed by him. That's what I did.
You earned a spatula from him for real?
It was decent.
Oh yeah.
You have a trailer.
I still have the spatula. I have the spatula signed by Randy. It says "Frig off." Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's his name.
I even remember. I woke up half cocked, like I was like I binge drank. It was at a music festival, and he just was a side act. I binge drank, and then I woke up half cocked in the tent, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" Randy's setting up a show. Fuck! I didn't miss it. Yes.
It does look like there's a Bond. Doesn't it look like there's a Bond villain up there?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There is.
No
yeah.
doubt.
Let's miss
cheeseburger.
I love me some fucking cheeseburgers. Decent. This
yes,
cart
Lisa.
right here. This cart right here, $20.
I don't need. See, we used to get the commercials for all the American snacks, but we couldn't get them up here. That's the shitty thing. And Shrubby 1989 says, an open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. That reminds me.
Is a thought of the day. It's Warhammer 40K thought of the day.
I was once told by a friend of a priest who said the best way to let the devil in is to have an open mind. It's like, what the? No, that's completely wrong. No, of course you need an open mind.
Catholic school, it's in reference to certain things. Yeah, like I still can't watch The Exorcist again to this day because it just gets me too scared. Yeah,
Tony,
open-minded certain things. Yeah.
Of course, my good fellow, entertainers are always prepared for as many situations as possible. This is to the direct response from DJ Plain Ice with the Price is Right failure music, as he was referencing.
And Lambus. Yes, the Lambus
the
break.
yodeling, the yodeler game where he went over the side, or in any failure on The Price is Right. That is how we garner the mass appeal.
Yeah,
I am in the business to entertain the masses.
Shrubby, thanks. I don't think we're going to go too much longer. I generally don't go too much longer than 2 hours, and we are quickly approaching 2 hours. But thank you for, especially if you're a friend of Tony's, absolutely. But tonight we're winding down pretty quick, and
Yeah, I figured we were getting to the end of her.
yeah, we are. So yeah, but I just like this photo, man. I really
It
do.
was very cool. Yep.
And that's typical Switzerland, right?
It's gorgeous.
Not bad
Whether
for
it's
the.
typical or not. it's
How's
cool.
that for
Look at that
engineering,
grid.
Jill?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. Good work there for that bridge.
Some red shirts built that.
And how many
Oh,
red
you're
shirts
not
do you
wrong.
think? How many red shirts do you think did this number in building that?
Well, if it was a Swiss
That's what I'm
zero,
afraid to
because
think about it.
they would be pretty safety conscious. Yeah. They have Mr. Spock's anti-grav boots. So
Yes.
There's a better pick. Yeah.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. I have to go to the washroom. Can you just chat?
Oh,
Do you mind?
Would you want? Can I share my screen and just show a couple of quick
Oh,
pictures
yeah.
while you're at the
Yeah, go
load?
ahead and
Sure.
set them up. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
please.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I have like 14,000, so I'll just do a couple quick highlights
You got it.
while you. Let's see there. So this is this is my pictures in Lucerne. Just a couple of. Well, here's one of the painted. Here's one of the painted houses that you were showing before. So that was restaurant wasn't that good. We went to, it was okay. Restaurant Fritzy. I'm trying to see where those steps were. If we walk through those steps there. Well, there's one of the concert halls when you get there. That's a concert hall that's right next to the train station. That's really cool there. And I think, let's see, we'll show some of the night pictures because these were pretty cool. The bridge at night. Yep. And I didn't bother. I'm an amateur photographer. I didn't even bother bringing my really good camera with me because it's too big and clunky.
There's the
Here's a-
bridge lit up at night, like you said. Very nice.
And I think that's a church across the way. And Canadian Spider-Man had that
Did
church in
you did.
in one of his photos. Yep.
The way in the background, but you got it a little more close up.
So that one came out a little blurry, but it's just gorgeous at night there. Yeah. I mean, it's gorgeous in the day too, but there's something special about it at night. And if you notice, they don't allow any boats to be docked. So I was just Googling, and they think that someone dropped a cigarette off the bridge, and Canadian Spider-Man had a picture of all the boats docked under the bridge, and they think that a cigarette went into one of the boats and set the boat on fire, and then that set the bridge on fire. So it's just this is one of the bucket list places. If you get a chance to go to Switzerland, go to Lucerne, go to the Matterhorn, go to Geneva. Montreux is beautiful.
What do I do at the Matterhorn?
There's a beautiful town there. No cars allowed, so it's all walking. So you have to take a train there, and you can take a famous train ride not up to the Matterhorn, but to the a viewing point. There's a little observatory, and there's some stuff you can do up there.
And this is after the reconstruction, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
They still have the paintings.
Yeah, they still save some of the paintings. Yep. And there's some of the beams are charred at the end, so you could see where the beams, where it had stopped. Yep. But it's really, really nice. It's so crowded too. It's not as bad at night walking through. Yeah, so there's just some of the woodwork there. Yep.
Okay, so
I love the old woodwork.
This is the same bridge.
Same bridge. Yep.
Yeah, the same
and-
one you were in
Yep.
1990. He was just
and-
here.
And this is the rebuilt version.
I don't know if this is a rebuild part or this caught my eye. Just I wanted to have a friend
I don't
woodworker.
think that's rebuilt, man. That's original.
So I wanted to catch how they did all the joints for my woodworking friend.
Ooh, we're a big fan of joints here.
Mighty joints.
Steak tartare is very, very popular there. Let's see. And let's show
I want raw meat. I've never tried tartare.
I agree.
So here is
on the opposite sides of the world, Sashi. Synchronized bladders.
Let's see. I'll go. I mean, we just want to show a couple of the pictures, but like here's the. Oh, this is Mount Pilatus. So you're going up to Mount Pilatus here. So you're taking the tram up. Beautiful, beautiful ride on the tram. I mean, and then they had a mountaineering, ropes course there.
Wow.
So that's halfway up. So people are hiking up and down the mountain. It's just gorgeous. And I think I took one close up. I took that close up. I wish you knew who the kid was. Then send the pic. It looks like she's out in the middle of nowhere.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, so that's gorgeous. Yeah, it's so relaxing. This is the pic. If you're an engineer, that's the cable. So they're showing you how strong the Mount Pilatus cable is.
And man, I lived in a ski resort. I know what those are.
Yeah. So that's Mount Pilatus. So that's right off. You took a bus ride off of Lucerne. There's a hotel you can stay in, Hotel Bellevue and Hotel Pilatus up there that you can stay at.
Wow.
And then you've got all these. I don't know what type of bird that is, but beautiful, beautiful birds. Yep.
Nice. They don't look delicious.
My better half. So here's that's the original old hotel that's there.
Ooh.
So we did a little hike there. The altitude was really getting me. So
yep, I can imagine.
So that's a view from the top there. But we had a nice day.
Wow.
But hiking up this path here, that's people hiking up from. You could take the train up, the tram up to certain spots, but people were hiking down. And we took the railroad car down from the other side, which is so cool. It's got the cogwheel in the middle.
So there's the funicular. The funicular.
Yep, and this is the most steepest one in the world. I think with the Matterhorn. I think the Matterhorn's the steepest one, or this I can't remember. Either this one or the Matterhorn. It's got two cogs in the middle.
Right.
It's so damn.
Because it has to. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's just gorgeous, gorgeous being there.
Tony, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind reading a couple of things?
I don't mind at all. Really? Okay. Kronos has written into Yonder Chat at approximately 3:06 a.m. Spank me with a shrimp. Better yet, slap me with some scallops. Hot scallops right from the pan, replies the great Jason Love.
Thanks, Matt. I was hoping you. I was
hoping
you would play
for
ball.
A performance. Well, I am here to perform.
I know. Wow, where the hell is that?
Bridge. That's the bridge. That's from Mount Pilatus.
That is the bridge.
That's the bridge from a distance from where I was just.
Wow,
insane.
You're in a helicopter.
This is my cell phone. This is my cell phone taking a picture.
You're in a helicopter?
No, I was up here with my
in a helicopter. Oh, up here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you could zoom in with that's
wow. You zoomed in that closely
with my cell phone. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
I mean, it's blurry, but I mean, the digital zoom, it's insane. Yeah. This is the church that's up there. They have a church that there's a history behind that church, and they still have services there. Yeah. But look, look where the church is, where you got to hike to.
That is incredible.
And look at the outside. They have pews on the outside. Yeah. So
are the pews? Wow. Do they have to sign a waiver
out there? Yeah, I guess don't fall off. Yeah, but it's just gorgeous. Yeah. So yeah,
Oh.
here's the
Kronos is in competitions as I could
Rock
make better.
lobster.
so there's the cable car coming up, and this is the other hotel that's in here, and they've got restaurants and of course
Swiss engineering, man.
Yeah. So where's the? Oh, let me show the picture. Well, it's just so gorgeous. Yeah.
That is incredible.
So let me show the picture of the guy's paragliding because that's super fun. Yep. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's the wheels. Yes, I have 2 wheels. Yep. So on each side going with the wheel in the middle. Yep. Yeah, here's the paraglider. I think, which was this video showing him taking off. So this is.
Oh yeah, that is so cool.
It's pretty wild. Yeah, I think if I skip. I was like waiting, like, come on, go. I'm like, I never posted this to YouTube. I got to post it, but I was like,
yeah, you totally should.
Like, come on, go.
Absolutely, you should.
And I'm like, wait, these guys are going to kill themselves. I can't believe, we're
They
watching
just jump off the mountain, just like Scotty jumped off the stream.
Yeah.
Jill, can you read this, please?
Show this, yeah.
Lisa says, parking at that church looks non-existent.
Indeed.
And away they go.
And
oh, to rewind that? Yeah, let's rewind that. Just
wow, that was cool.
It's just so cool. I'm like, yes, they're going. So you hire these people to take you, and you're in front. I guess the other person's in front. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Although, well, no, the master would be in the back, I would think, and the passenger would be in the front. Like when I went parachuting.
The passenger. Yeah, the guy that doesn't. Yeah, see the guy that's running it. He's in the back. Yeah.
Because I went parachuting in Australia, and I told that story over the Great Barrier Reef, actually. And he kept pulling it tighter and tighter, and I said, "You pull that strap tighter one more time, and I expect a wedding ring."
But imagine, like,
I said that.
You were married for 6 months.
Well, yeah. Wow, that is so cool. And there's no engine on that.
No engine, yeah. It's just the updraft, yep.
That's incredible, buddy.
Isn't that wild? I'm like, Maureen, do you want to do that? She's like, no,
yes.
In way. You would do that great in Spider-Man, right?
Well, it's better when you can't see the ground.
Yeah.
It's easier to jump out of a plane, believe it or not.
At least it was from a plane, that it's gonna, you can kind of trust the parachute, but this.
I wouldn't be the first. If someone went up on the same rig before, yeah, I probably would.
But you're not that high until then you go over the mountain. Then when they turn the corner, like, because you're in that little canyon there, then
the bubble of the updraft keeps driving.
Yeah. Well, at least they know where to find the bodies, though.
Yeah.
Spidey just says, Webb says, so Kronos. Cool. And Lisa says, I would never. Tony, can you read this, please, from Sashi?
A passenger in the front, so if they hit anything, they won't lose all that treading time.
Oh, that's smart. See, right. I said something similar regarding children in a Rancor Steve Manorama chat, and we got banned off YouTube for what I said, I think. Regardless.
Speaking of Manorama, how's Theta doing on the show? Is he doing good?
Oh, dude, you got to tell him to calm down. He's outshining all the rest of us. This is beautiful, Mark.
Is it amazing? Yeah. I had planned to do a series of streams that I never got to. It's on my list to do of do each day in Switzerland.
Really, dude?
Yeah. Let me show Matterhorn.
Well, I'm so glad you're here tonight because I think you're going to get some encouragement to no pressure, but
I got to do it. Yeah, but I was just thinking about it the other day. I'm like, so this was my wife found a gorgeous hotel. And this is actually, we got so lucky. So you got a picture of the Matterhorn from our hotel room, which is unbelievable.
Wow.
So lucky. And then usually And this is ridiculous. I'm a camera nerd too.
That's the Matterhorn. Yes.
So this is the Matterhorn, right? Now watch this. This is my cell phone.
Thank you.
Pixel 9.
I didn't have any pictures of the Matterhorn. You can't do a photo of stream about Switzerland without the Matterhorn.
There we go. This is zooming in digitally with my cell phone. There's a helicopter that you can pick out right there.
Yes, up on the right-hand side.
Right?
Yeah, right there at 2 o'clock.
Right? So it's just nuts. I'm like,
wow.
Just this is how, like, this is 1x, and then you're able to zoom in, but that's just unbelievable. And then right where we were, there was a paragliders were landing right there. There was a campsite just outside our hotel where you could camp. And what was really cool was
in a hospital.
In a hospital, yeah. And some people that were climbing the Matterhorn.
Good night, Agent DBK. Have a wonderful evening, sir.
Take care, Agent. And I actually commented, I'm like, oh, I could see where you stayed overnight right there. But the Matterhorn is just so Zermatt is just so amazing.
This isn't. Is this your video?
This is my video, yeah. So taking the train ride up.
So we're not going to get copyright straight.
No,
like you took this video.
No, this is my video. This is my video.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, I took a lot of videos because it's a nice
way
to get a view of the what you're doing.
You are right now making my show look so shitty.
This is your show. What are you talking?
Oh, he's making it
your
better
video's
because
awesome.
he's here.
Yeah, but whatever camera you have is the best at the time, right?
Dude,
you had a camera from 19.
That's the vid. Okay, you are every Thursday night you need to be here.
Well, what if he hasn't hit up a spot that you have?
That's incredible.
This is the stuff to prevent save you from the avalanches on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, they have those in British Columbia. Honestly.
Yeah, I was looking at what's all this stuff, and you zoom in, yeah. Let's see if I have
another. Mitigation for slides. Dude, this is what my show is missing. All right, I need a big sponsor, so I need a good camera, and I'm gonna go all back to all the places I went to.
Yeah. And so what we do here, you can hike up. What people were doing was hiking up, or they take the train up like part way, then hike up the rest, or you could hike the whole way or hike down. So a lot of families were going there, and this is one of the stops. The stops there you could mountain bike. So everyone's very obviously outdoors oriented there. And,
yeah.
So,
now, are those tourists or those are Swiss people?
Those look like Swiss people to me, or it could be tourists that want to.
Swiss people always have backpacks. It's Canadians.
Yeah, they have their backpack and ready to go. But it's just a wonderful train ride. Like you said, don't do the crossword puzzle on this one. Or
the Swiss are always prepared. That's how you tell the difference between a Swiss and a Canadian backpacker is the Canadian will have except for me, will have a Canadian flag on his backpack.
Ah, okay.
I do not. I never have ever. Nope.
You need to get one that has a Spider-Man logo on it.
Nope. Well, Spider-Man patch, of course.
Spider-Man would be right at home here.
Look at that. Holy shit, Mark.
Love them low-hanging clouds.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
Dude, I am so glad we're ending with you and we didn't start with this. You know what I mean?
When these pictures coming up.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is I'm forgetting the name of the
I'm not showing any pictures after this. Fuck that. No way.
Forgetting what the name of the town or the top of the railroad that you go to. I'm forgetting the name of it. But once you land, let's see, do I have another quick let's see, is this video? Well, the video is a nice way to do it too, because as good as the pictures are, it gives you that, especially these train rides too when you're going up.
Don't say that, DJ.
September. So this is September.
DJ.
So
September
of last year. Yep. So that's why it's kind of the snow hasn't. It's just before the ski seasons. They said usually November you're starting to get more snow up around the mountain. Yep. Well, this year I heard it wasn't that good for skiing. So you land up, or you land. The train station is up here. There's a little train station, and it's basically like the observatory for the Matterhorn. And there's a little display there, shops, restaurant. There's a glacier there.
Wow.
There's a hotel up there you can stay. And there's hotels along the way you can stop and stay at too.
Wow.
It's like
Okay,
being
sort of like in the Rocky Mountains in Canada here. So in that place where you were taking the picture of the church.
Yep.
What city was that where you were taking pictures?
Mount Pilatus.
And what about the one where you're taking up high pictures from above Lucerne? Is that just the hillside?
Mount Pilatus. Mount Pilatus, yep.
Mount Pilatus, okay.
Yep, so you can see the people hiking. I'm the lazy American dude on the train. They're hiking all the way. Swiss American, yeah, hiking up. But yeah, a ton of, outdoorsmanship and hiking. It's really
Jill, do you mind reading this?
You're
Jill,
anything
please?
but lazy, Mark. Are you kidding? DJ Play Nice says, agree. I have parachuted only once solo, and I wouldn't do that, even tandem. It might be more survivable in an accident bit, but still, hell no. Yeah, you're it feels like you're putting your life in the hands of the wind.
Yes,
You
Jason
are,
says the animation of Splat, and Kronos follows it up with Splatman should be a comic book. You know what? It probably is. DJ Play Nice in the chat says, CSM, you were using a box camera for fuck's sake. 30 plus years of technology has evolved into Mark D's iPhone for $1,000. Yeah,
good one. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Wow. Couldn't web sling that high. Yeah, don't tell me what I can't do. Fuck you, Kronos. You tell me what I can't do. Every time people tell me what I can't do, guess what happens? I go,
What?
do it.
And an iPhone, not Android?
Well, I have an Android. Same difference. Yeah, I have an Android. Yep. But yeah, if you drop that comment on, just so you can see the glacier, the part of the glacier underneath there.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. Just because it looks cool, it happens to look cool. See where you can see the glacier coming through. Yep.
Ooh.
And Spider-Man actually has a special long johns that he wears under his costume when he's web swinging in the winter.
That is absolutely true. I indeed do.
All these little birds up there, which is very, of course,
No,
they're looking
Spidey
for
got
handouts.
pictures.
They don't.
Spidey got pictures of those same birds.
They don't look delicious though.
No, they're probably kind of bony. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right?
That's
and
my
Kronos
wife.
having
Yeah.
a good
That's
time.
right. And I did wipe out. I think I really hurt my knee walking up. There was a patch of ice, and because it was like, when it gets it starts to melt and freeze.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I got to be careful. And I you don't have your climbing gear, or you wear the what do you put over your boots? What's the term for the
the crampons?
Claw feet or cramp? Yeah. I mean, so there's like this path you're going up, and it's all. God, I'm gonna kill myself. So let's. So this is getting off the train, and this is the hotel here. They have the observatory, and then there's a cool ride that was closed, unfortunately, because one of the dudes was sick. So it's a Zoom Matterhorn. I was so looking forward to doing it, like this motion picture, like 3D motion picture, and it's like closed today due to illness-related absence. Like, what? The guy drank too much last night. He had too much courage. Come on.
Probably.
Yeah, and they advertise this everywhere. Zoom the Matterhorn.
They do drink a lot in Switzerland, don't they?
Yes. The wine doesn't get exported because they drink it all.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
So I'm gonna skip. I know we're running late here, but let me get to the. I want to just show a couple of the pictures of the glacier.
Kronos says, I can't turn back time, and I don't like that singer. And you are referring to Sonny Bono's wife, who died in a skiing accident. Cher, yes.
Yep.
But you know what? She did a fabulous video where she was on the battleship. The USS Missouri,
singing about if she could turn back time.
the Mighty Mo. And that was battleship porn. That was Navy porn. And I'm not talking about her. I didn't look at her 1 minute. I was looking at the
Her
battleship.
outfit was way too high cut, I thought it was.
I didn't even look at her. The big guns on the battleship were more impressive than her big guns, let me tell you.
Says observatory. And the other thing too,
Wow.
this day, our friends there were like, "Oh, we went to see." We're like, there were no clouds. She's like, "You never get a day with no clouds. It's like its own weather system up there." So they couldn't. But we had like the nice. Yeah, it was a cute. Yeah, it was a nice couple we met. I'm like, "Oh, you're not gonna run with the camera, right?" Like, yeah, we're teasing.
Thank you for the compliment, Kronos. I appreciate that.
You're right. Tony's freaking talented. And I don't throw comments.
You can meet people to be able to take pictures of you while you're vacationing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you do.
Nice,
you do rock, Tony, of course.
And now my interwebs are buffering, but speaking of the internet, yeah. But it's just gorgeous up there. Yeah, it's,
wow.
It's look at that shot with the panorama.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's a beautiful shot.
Thank you. Yeah, because I love you get the Matterhorn, you got the glacier, and the hotel here with the
observatories.
Did you visit the observatories?
No, we didn't go into that. We just went in this spot here with the restaurant and the gift shop, and this looks like a really old. I don't know how old that is, if it's original. You wonder what's the first houses there, and you can stay in the hotel there. So
probably gold miners.
Yeah. So you can stay in the hotel, and I'm sure it's not cheap. But then these idiots there's like a 300-foot drop here. You know, me being a scout, like safety, they're up on top of the wall. Wow. It's like, what if you slip or something? It's like you yahoos.
No.
Like, I mean,
yeah, it's not worth it.
Look how far.
The payoff isn't worth it, is it?
No, it's like, and I'm like, there must have been Americans doing that.
I don't know.
It's like you fall off, like you don't need a view from like
2 feet higher. It doesn't make a difference. It's funny because, and I think when I was doing my Machu Picchu live stream in Peru, I showed a photo of the drop offs, and they're hundreds of feet down.
Yeah, look at the drop off there.
Yeah, my girlfriend, my fiance at the time, my Japanese fiance would walk along not along the pathway, on the parapet wall that was a sheer drop off, and there was no benefit to doing that. Like, why are you doing that? Like, there's no. What's the gain? The risk.
You die faster. You die faster. Yeah,
that's right. Mm-hmm. The risk isn't worth it. There's no added joy. Wow, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it was just we got so lucky. Oh, and then these guys were flying a drone. They're flying a drone up there. I'm sure they got some amazing photos. Yeah.
Exactly, Jason. Love. Exactly.
There's Maureen. Yep. Who's actually my wife. I got 10 days to myself. She's in Paris right now with 3 girlfriends. They went to Paris for 10 days in Belgium.
Paris, Texas.
Paris, France.
Paris, France.
Oh, that's why you were streaming on Mother's Day. I was like, what's going on? That makes sense.
Nice.
Well, no, that Mother's Day she was still here, but they go to bed early, so yeah.
That's
I gotta blow up one of these pictures and frame it. Yeah, that was a pretty cool one. Yeah,
I've never been to Paris.
Parisian women. There's me taking selfies. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Boomer with the selfies. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Let's see, where was so this is us heading back, but this is the old city, old part of the city, where they preserved one of the old houses, and these rocks are on top to prevent mice coming in through the foundation.
Oh no.
Yeah. So they saved like one row of houses that were original houses in Zermatt. So Cardinal beer.
Only one.
Gil would have loved that beer. Yeah. Well, they were left like one street unmolested, basically, where it was all the original houses and cabins.
Cherry, yeah.
Yeah. So they said they just preserve one. And let's see. Let's go to the stat. This dude is. You would love this guy. So this guy, translating, he died at age. I think he died at 93 or 90. I think he climbed the Matterhorn like 100 times.
Wow!
And he was climbing it up to like age 80. If you Google his name, in the chat Google's his name up there.
Yeah, I've always heard stories about people that do that. Yeah.
Yes. So he died 1990, and I can't. I don't know the German, but I think he was the last time he climbed the Matterhorn was like 80 years old or 85 or something ridiculous. I'm like, God, I feel like a slacker, you know. The Matterhorn is not easy to climb, yeah. So here's his name if someone wants to goggle him. Ulrich Inderbrunu, and look up his.
Okay.
Yeah.
True story. That is true story, Lisa. Yeah, Sonny Bono hit a tree. Liam Neeson's wife died skiing, hit her head on a beginner course. People die on Whistler Ski Mountain in British Columbia every year. You don't hear about it.
Oh. There's the food. Well, actually, I know we got to get out of here, but I should show. Let's see, when we went to the top of Jungfrau, which is
what's Jungfrau?
It's the tallest point in Europe.
Ooh.
So this is the hotel. Oh, these were some cool shots in Interlaken. But let's just go to the top of Europe. And this Klobby loved this when I sent this to him.
Love that song
on this trip. So I'm like, Klobby, I'm like, Mike, guess what I found in Interlaken? So I found in Switzerland a Hooters.
No way, that is true.
So I'm like, more.
I can't believe that was his favorite restaurant.
Twin Peaks was his favorite, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's the more popular,
but not Twin Peaks,
nowadays.
the TV show. Yeah, but Twin Peaks in Louisiana. Yeah. Some more paragliders. Yeah. So this
then
is
why didn't we eat there?
The group that sang "Rock Me Amadeus." That's right, Jason.
So cows everywhere, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I remember one woman was trying to get Swiss citizenship, and she'd lived
really
there.
Skinny cows compared to Texan cows.
Are they dairy or beef?
So are Canadian, Sashi. With the help of the Canadian government, the Canadian government helps kill yourself more than any other country in the world by the factor of like 10. Self-deletion is big in Canada. I understand.
Do you think that they're gonna take the extra step, take a note out of Futurama, and start putting deletion booths out there?
They have already. No, Tony. They have government-supported self-deletion.
Switzerland does too, unfortunately. Yep.
But they're not mobile yet.
Blatant disregard for human life.
Yeah, pretty much. And we're off YouTube. Again, YouTube. There you go. There's a not monetized.
DJ Play Nice with the chat. If you are in crisis or know someone who is, dial 988 or 1-800-273-TALK. Don't want to talk? You can text the word TALK at 741-741 and get assistance there. Local help is always available. I cannot say that. Say it louder for the people in the back.
Thank you, DJ Play Nice.
In Canada, dial 988. In the United Kingdom, dial 0800-689-5652. And in Australia, dial 13 11 14, and you can get assistance there.
My favorite part of that is the text messaging, because a lot of people don't want to talk.
Yes.
With the text.
And do not dial Trudeau.
He wouldn't help.
Oh, he'll help you, all right. He'll help you right to underground.
Right. He'll help you find the booth.
The Maid. It's called Maid, yeah. I have two middle fingers sent. And thank you, PvP.
Hey, PvP.
Happy birthday. Even though it was like a few hours ago. Happy
birthday, PvP. Oh, awesome! Thank you.
So here's some trivia here.
Oh, okay.
What movie
That's
star?
That's true. PvP. 400 oysters to be called. They've been
Iger
concerns on BT Farm. True.
Iger
Sorry,
Sanction.
Mark. Yes.
Sorry.
Please, go ahead.
Who starred in the Iger Sanction?
Yeah. Ooh, with Clint Eastwood.
Right here. That's the rock face, the Iger rock that they climbed in that movie.
Wow. That's right. Allegedly. Well, I think they probably had movie star help.
Which
Well,
movie?
they did have some stuntman died on the Iger Sanction in one of the climbing stunts, unfortunately.
Damn.
What was the name of this movie?
The Iger Sanction. Great spy drama, and Clint did a lot of rock climbing and great technical climbing in the movie. So if you haven't seen the Iger Sanction,
and I'll interrupt. DJ Playnice says, in Switzerland, the crisis line, if you do need help, reach out. You can dial 043 366 1070. Thank you, DJ Playnice. That is relevant because we are doing Switzerland tonight. You never know what we're going to talk about.
And I'm forgetting the name of this critter here.
Ooh, that's a rabbit.
No, that's a goat. It's some kind of ram.
It's like a ram. Yeah,
mountain goat.
I've seen rabbits before. That's a rabbit.
That's pretty big, Canadian Spider-Man.
That's a mountain goat.
I'm zoomed in like.
Don't know what kind of mountain goat. There might be a specific name for it, but it looks to me like a big old mountain goat.
Yeah, I'm forgetting the
rabbit.
So you take this big train ride up, and they showing how they built this.
Thank
train
you,
station through the mountain. Just unbelievable. In the early 1900s, in 1907, they started.
Wow!
Yeah,
that's January.
Oh,
that's
Lord.
September.
Skyrim vibes. Holy shit! I'm on.
That is September. Wow.
That's September. Yeah.
Kronos, stick with us, buddy. Kronos.
He's fucking with you, dude. This is Kronos the Unbannable. Gotta remember.
And Yeti, there's definitely Yeti there, Lisa.
Yeah,
that is a.
There's Jason Love with the Poos Road dog.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. Yeah, I was worried about the altitude up there. Was it like 3 or 4 miles up? I can't remember what the height is, but this was halfway up. You stop. You can take pictures there in the train
station.
You
were really high the whole time.
I was really high, and of course, I've had to visit Doc McCoy a few times, so I was worried about. I have AFib, so I was worried, like, oh crap! I just had it last week, but I was fine on this trip. But you just get worried about the altitude.
In the Andes Mountains and in the Himalayas, you chewed betel nut or cocaine, like cocoa leaves, to fight altitude sickness. Did you try anything like that?
Well, the one thing they said that you could take was Viagra. Actually,
are you kidding? Whoa.
I'm not kidding, because of the way it increases your blood flow.
I know this has nothing to do with Switzerland, but Jason Love, did you know that the Ebony Warrior, for some odd reason, is a red guard? He's not a Nord. He's a red guard.
Ebony Warrior. Okay. No, I said betel nut, Beetlejuice. No, betel nut. It's
Sorry, I've you want to watch Beetlejuice? Go back and tune into
betel nut.
Yeah, I
think it's spelled betel nut, but it's chewed and it turns all your teeth red and black and rots them out, and it gets you a little bit high, and it helps with altitude apparently. And they chew it in Asia. It's especially
it ruins your teeth.
It does, and so
have a great night, Dadman 55.
Mostly poor people chew it. It's not a good thing to. That's some battle nut, something like that. Kronos. I mean, Sashi probably knows what I'm talking about. Where's Sashi? Hey, Dadman. Dadman's here.
Dadman walking 55.
Can you read this, please?
I met this guy in real life. Hey, to
awesome
Spider-Man. Of course, Mark D with the C for Switzerland. I'm going to bed. Have a good stream.
Thanks so much, Dadman.
Good night, Dadman. Oh, and these guys got engaged up there. I kind of missed it, but they got engaged. Yep.
Oh wow.
So this is where you go outside right here, and this is September. What did I say? 15th or 20, whatever, middle of September. We our anniversary is the end of October, so let's go in September because it's not won't be as cold maybe.
Okay, Tony, do you mind reading this from our friend?
Beetle nut with tobacco leaves and some chalk-like substance. I feel like is the end of a sentence.
Okay, no, that's what I was talking about. That the people chew in Southeast Asia, and it rots their teeth out a little bit, and it's red, but it's very popular amongst the working class. I don't know necessarily the poor people, but this is the poor people. I don't think the richer people have other things that they can get stoned with. But it was pretty popular, and they were always spitting. It's like tobacco. Okay. Yeah, exactly. There was tobacco in it, according to Sashi. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, but betel nut. So I'm not crazy. I remember that from 2004. Haven't seen it much in Central America. I haven't been to Southeast Asia since, well, not including Japan or Hong Kong, but I haven't been there since 2005.
Well, we were looking at the
wow,
ice.
that's gorgeous.
Ice Age squirrel.
Ice caves.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that ice sculptures. Yep. As you
Gorgeous.
go through. Yeah. So you're going through all the ice there. You're like, don't slip. And then this is pretty wild. So you can walk outside here and try to get a picture at the top. And
wow,
at the altitude, you don't realize, you don't think it's going to be that bad, but it's windy and it's cold, and you're not used to it because it's the middle of September. You're like, whoa. So you can go out. Everyone was waiting online to get a picture with the flag, but it was just so much fun to go. You go outside, and it's boom. It's like
that's incredible.
Being on Mars or something all of a sudden because of the temperature change.
Yeah, it's a hot day on Mars though.
That's crazy.
So I told Maureen, I'm like, just stand there. We're not gonna wait online. I'll get your picture with other people.
Oh, nice. And the flag is waving.
The flag is waving. Yeah, like don't worry about it. Just because you had to wait online to get
Of course.
To
be respectful. Did the Swiss know how to line up?
They did know how to queue up. Yeah, they were pretty. But it's all tourists.
A lot of Europeans don't.
They did. The Swiss are very orderly. It's the German.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, you don't talk on the trains. You're very quiet, and it's all honor system for paying for things. Yeah.
No drinking on the trains.
Well, maybe they had a little drinking.
Yeah, I think in Switzerland in public, if you're respectful, I think.
Yeah.
Like most of Europe.
Did I have the pic? Oh, this was. Trying to take a picture walking up. I think maybe.
And Tony, do you mind reading this, please, from our friend?
Well, Pleasant Valley Picker.
No, this one. Not Pleasant Valley Picker.
No, he said my name 3 times. I'm only responding in kind.
Right. Oh.
Yeah. DJ Plain Ice in the chat says, I think red tinted teeth would be a small price to pay for the ability to walk around with a big bag of cocoa leaves, just chewing on them all day. Kind of like, some girls do backstage. Know what I mean?
Well, follow that up, please, Mr. Beetlejuice.
Mostly the ladies that use beetle nut now, and believe me, there's a lot of them. It's the stuff Jesse Ventura chewed in Predator, right? Well, might have to ask him. What I gathered, he's a bit of a sexual tyrannosaurus.
I thought you would say that.
Yeah.
Well, Jason Love. Yeah.
Yep, it was his fault. It was Picker's fault.
Great job, PvP.
Good job. Well done.
And Pleasant Valley Pickers. See, hey, in the chat says, "Was surprised I had over 40 well wishers giving me birthday wishes yesterday." Nice.
Awesome.
That is awesome. It matches your age. That is freaking fantastic, buddy. Thanks so much. PvP says this community is amazing. You're darn right.
Well, now you have 4 more of them, plus whoever's in the chat who wants to wish you a belated birthday.
The great Orphan Zane. Didn't I see you earlier tonight? I think I did.
Orphan Zane, hello. Ooh,
PvP,
is that
how you
fondue?
doing? Break my,
Yeah, it's fondue. Yep.
my no
Always gotta
two
end on
shows
food.
tonight. Ridiculous.
So that
Always
was,
ending on the eatery.
More
Always in
fondue.
the
Go back to the fondue.
I'm going back. Yeah, I'm going back. Yeah. So this is the town, Interlaken town. I want to get a
Ooh.
price of the gas here. The gas. Well, that's per liter though, American. So don't get too excited.
Oh,
So
I was going
think
to say
that's
that's
like-
cheap.
It's per liter. What's that?
Oh, that's per liter. That's about
liter,
what
yes.
I'm paying right now.
Okay.
Yeah, about $7 American
$7 a
per
gallon.
gallon. Yeah.
So we're like, oh, it's cheap. The guy, Morgan's like, the gas is really cheap. I'm like, no.
Captain America didn't know what fondue meant.
Oh my goodness! Wow, the Swiss
Meats.
are like German in meat intensive, aren't they?
Yeah, very meat intensive, but
And sausage. They
That
love their
looks
sausage.
way too fancy, I swear.
so there's the
It
fondue
does
again, yeah.
PvP. Oh, dude, I haven't had lunch or supper yet. I was already late
You're
for the stream,
screwed.
so I couldn't cook
You're
supper.
screwed, yeah. So this was venison that I had,
Ooh,
venison meal. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah,
wow. Damn.
venison's very popular. Yep.
Are those blackberries
There's blackberries and then
and olives
these- I don't know. They might be they might be olives. And I'm trying to remember.
and little
Brussels
tomatoes
And pasta. There was like a pasta with it.
and spinach?
Homemade spinach and
Pasta. Oh my good
and I
god,
think walnuts maybe, or were those walnuts, or were they?
dude! I can't
acorns
show any more food pictures ever again. Thanks, buddy. They're not
Yeah,
gonna
this was a
look
good
like
meal.
this.
It's pretty awesome that you got
Wow.
me here showing you all this really tasty stuff,
You
and you haven't ate yet. And he's so considerate. He's awesome.
spoiled. Wow. I'm literally gonna go eat something out of it. Whatever. it is.
Spider-Man is going to go outside, kill a deer with his bare hands, rip
I
out
am
his
now.
beating heart, and eat it live.
It's not in season, Tony. Beetlejuice. So
No, it's okay,
allegedly,
it's Tony.
Hey,
Allegedly.
don't say the B word.
allegedly.
This was so gorgeous. There's a chalet.
Exactly,
where-
Jason Love.
Lord George Byron had stayed, and Felix Mendelssohn.
Ooh,
Just look
By
at the
the way, that-
architecture, gorgeous.
Yes, it is gorgeous architecture. By the way, the gasoline was $6.97 per gallon, so not so great.
Yeah, that's
and, what? And Jill, do you remember what I said?
No, I don't.
Is it rewind the tape? Anybody? I said
you
$7.
said $7 a gallon.
You
right?
were, oh
Yeah.
my god, you're
Yeah.
brilliant. You know what? Scotty can do that too.
I
the
guessed.
conversion.
I just guessed quickly. I just quick did the math. That's
Well
awesome.
done.
Just some of the souvenirs stuff and tchotchkes you can buy, everywhere.
Tony, do you mind reading this or
Well,
whoever?
there's a bunch of slack jawed. We're just going to go ahead and put this here first.
No,
Yeah, type
we're
what
on my
you
channel.
said, might
You
as
can
well get
say
it.
fucking Nazi.
If the chat's censored, I gotta read it as it is typed out. All right. I know that you say fuck. I can say fuck. Everybody here can say fuck. But when somebody
That's true.
literally purposely goes,
That's true.
all right, so
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, this was Dad Man's not here. I took this picture. I think I sent him this. There was clam pizza. Had these crazy pizzas at this restaurant.
I'm glad Sashi censored that.
Just beautiful. Interlaken was just beautiful. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. Yep.
What does Interlaken translate to? Between the lakes?
That sounds about right. Yep. Oh, and I bought this hat. I was trying to find this hat to wear during the stream. I think it's in my car. I was too lazy to go out and get it, but I bought that Switzerland hat.
Yeah, well, thanks for the effort.
Thanks for the effort.
I'm kidding.
Well, he thought about it. It's a
I
thought
did
that
think
counts.
about
What he's trying to say is he's very jealous that you take better photographs.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
it's true.
yeah. Oh, there's some more food and pictures, right?
Ooh.
All right, So this is our first day in Zermatt. We get off the plane, and look at this burger. They said this is the best burger in Switzerland.
Oh, I want
gonna
those
kill
French
you now.
fries. Oh my
Oh,
god,
the fries are good. Yeah.
dude! I haven't eaten in 14, 15 hours, dude. Those are, oh my god. Wait, Interlaken?
No, this is in Zermatt. No, this is Zurich. Yep.
Oh, what is that? Holy
I think
shit
this
on
was-
a stick.
I can't
Wow.
remember what that was. That was
Wow.
Was that?
Well,
I think
whatever
that was
it
veal.
was, it sure as hell
That's
looks
veal. I was
good
going
now.
to say that's
I think
veal
it was
or
veal. I think my
yeah.
wife ordered veal.
or
think she
look at
ordered
the
the veal.
pinkness. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
think it was
lamb.
veal.
I was
Somebody
gonna
tell
say.
Lisa we got a veal eater.
8
Nobody.
French fries. They were cheap jerks. Yeah, but they were big fries, so they were big. Yep. So yeah, that was the first day that we were there. Oh yeah, this is steak tartare is very popular. So it's some steak tartare. I love steak tartare.
Whenever they make your dinner look like dessert, you know they might be weird.
Yeah. So all kinds of chocolate.
China
you know.
burger, says Kronos.
How about some chocolate, anyone?
Clam slam
Oh,
pizza,
there
says
it is.
Shrubby.
Oh man,
Kronos. I can't
you just woke up, little
cap.
B.
And up here, DJ Play Nice. Jill, do you mind reading that as an American?
Yeah, the first time I pumped gas in Canada, I did a double take and thought I had hit the jackpot.
True story.
Because
But it's
he
per
didn't know it.
liter.
Yeah.
Per liter.
Yeah, he didn't know the liters.
Now,
That's
now,
a traditional Swiss soda, Rivella. That's like their
Did-
most popular soda there. Yep.
Rivella.
Native soda. Yep.
without Googling it, can anyone tell me how many liters are in a gallon? A U.S. gallon, not a British gallon, because they're not the same. In a U.S. gallon, how many liters? Without Google.
Isn't it? Well, isn't it like 1.3
4
or
point-
something? 1. Oh,
Oh,
liters in a
1 point-
gallon. Oh, liters in
Wouldn't
a
it be
gallon.
4.8, 4.9?
Jill's closer than 1 point whatever. Yeah. Little high. Yeah. Tony, any guess?
Hey, then 4 exactly. No.
Are you ready for my guess? Pay attention
we
now.
we round up to 4.
That's my guess.
You round up to 4. Okay. Yeah.
That's what PvP knows it as 4, but that's not actually completely correct, PvP, as he knows. And nope, 2.2 is too low, DJ Playlist.
4 is good enough for Canadians, then I'm happy with it.
Food porn, yeah,
Porn.
it is food porn.
Up.
Sounds like
Chocolate
my
everywhere.
baby cow's chain. Oh no, Lisa.
Lisa
Tony,
loves
can you
to
read this?
cook. Lisa isn't just going to say that she likes her baby cows chained down. She likes to utilize her heat vision and cook them on the spot. And hey, if I had eye lasers, the things that I could do with eye lasers, okay? Have you
Right.
seen Homelander? Look what he fucking eye lasers
no.
like.
We all do round it up to 4 PvP. We do round it up. I think it's 3.
Just go with 4. Yeah.
I think it's 3.8 or
If a half
3.78.
gallon,
Three-
gallon
3.78.
is two values of 0.750 liters.
I think it's 3.78. Carla, how many liters
back,
in
Carla.
an American U.S. gallon? Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Hi, do you know how many liters in a
Actually,
U.S. gallon?
I'm driving, but you can't see much because it's I'm going to the you can't see much because I don't know, it's really blurry on my camera.
Well,
where
also,
else-
you don't have your camera on, but don't worry about that because you're driving.
yeah.
drive.
Oh yeah, no, I can put it on, but it's like lame.
Ooh,
What are we doing? Are we in a chocolate making place?
I
Yes,
said
we're in the
3.78,
Robbie's
Yep.
got the right answer. I do believe we have a winner.
and I
Shrubby! Hooray!
and I
3.78.
yeah,
Yay.
I said 3.78. There you go. Thanks, Shrubby.
Now you go to
But
the
we
Lindt
round up to
factory.
4.
You go to the Lindt factory. My God,
Oh
what
my
a calorie intake! You could take as much chocolate basically as you wanted. So they
That's my
They
favorite
loaded up-
chocolate. That's my
They-
favorite chocolate.
it's your
ever.
favorite. So they load up these
What?
machines with bars
Yeah.
of chocolate, and there's like 20 of them around in a circle, and you're supposed to put your hand under and grab it. But I just put my grubby Swiss American hands into
I'm gonna
the
put my
this-
face
Yeah.
under it.
and like grab
Wow.
the chocolate. I'm
You
like, how
can,
much?
you
chocolate?
can get your diabetes by the bushel fucking basket.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's worth it. Lint
Ah.
balls are the best thing ever.
Oh, they're good. Yeah, yeah. So here's a
Really?
chocolate fountain there.
Sorry? Oh,
There's a chocolate
wow.
fountain.
Damn. Wow, that's
Come
massive.
with me.
That's a chocolate waterfall. That's not
Yeah.
a fountain.
We were thinking the same thing, Tony.
World of pure imagination. Wait, what?
I want my golden ticket.
Oh,
Did Mark get lost in the fountain?
I did.
Did he
yeah,
get
but
sucked up the tube?
Yeah. I wouldn't fit up the
We
tube.
figured,
I'm too
Shelby.
fat.
But I did say
Neither did
3.78.
Augustus, but it didn't
Without-
stop him from trying.
Right?
I didn't use Google. I just remembered 3.78.
It's just chocolate everywhere. It's chocolate prawn.
Wow.
Look at the Lindt balls.
yeah, I wouldn't trust those. I just want the white chocolate with white inside and milk chocolate. Oh my gosh, so good.
Mark, I would choose chocolate over beer for the rest of my life if it was a choice. If I had to.
If you had to, okay, yeah, yeah. And I want some of these right now, God. And they give you a sample of like 20 of them on the way out.
Oh, wow.
As you leave the
That's
factory, they
coconut.
give you.
That's like, it's like coconut flavor or something.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, so when you leave, they give you the 2 of each or 1 of on the way out. As
Well,
part of the
Lisa's
tour, yeah.
excited.
What a lovely little bunch of empty calories.
Oh my gosh, totally worth it.
Oh, it is worth it, yeah.
Lovely bunch.
That's
of
all chocolate.
calories.
Look at that.
That's all
There
chocolate.
they all are lined up in a row.
all freaking chocolate.
Dude.
Yeah, it's just, and
Lord
it's such good chocolate too. You know, it's like,
Yeah, Swiss chocolate is my
Oh. Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, you have a Hershey bar. It's like, I need to put peanut butter on that or something to make it taste good.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, somebody's talking about their salty chocolate balls. Here we go.
There-
Put them in your mouth and suck up.
so
Yes.
that was a great place to. God, that was a
That's
great
what I was
place.
thinking too, Shrubby.
Okay. Shrubby
Oh,
has
yeah.
a good point. The British gallon is different from the American gallon. That is why I specified American gallon.
Ah,
Because I knew the British gallon was bigger, and it is 4.5 liters. I didn't know it was that. I thought it was 4.2. I didn't know it was 4.5.
One
that's
of
cool.
each flavor? Wow, that is
Yeah,
so
so-
generous.
so you go down the row here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So each flavor 9, 10 maybe. Like
Imagine
and-
being a kid. Like, I'm doing this for sure.
some worm was like, hands off my balls.
Mhm.
Here's my wallet. Give me everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa, you do need to branch out. Yeah, you would like these. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, no, Lisa. Okay,
I will
yes.
be back momentarily, folks.
Oh, okay, Tony. Lisa, yes. Godiva, I did a live stream on Belgium, and we went to Brussels, which is the capital of Belgium, and in the most popular square, most famous square in all of Europe, probably, the Grand Place, La Grande Place, it's called, and in the corner of that big cobblestone square is Godiva chocolates in the southwest corner, I think, and it's what maybe the original Godiva chocolate store. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. And we did a live stream on it. I showed a picture of it, and I spent so much money in there. And I've been to Switzerland, and I got to agree with Lisa. I would take Godiva chocolate. I think it's number one in the world, even over French. Even over French, even over Swiss. I agree with Lisa. Belgian chocolate.
M's fighting words.
She knows what she's even over Tasmanian.
It's very good. I'm not gonna say it's better than Swiss chocolate, but
and
also the Swiss. There's so many different types of Swiss chocolate, and if you go to if you go into the Migros here, one of the stores there, it's like their Walmart. They have like chocolate aisles. It's like so. It's I
don't know what. I don't know what this means, Jason Love.
I'm not currently adding chocolate to my next grocery list.
Yes, I think you are, Jill.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Dark chocolate's very, very healthy for you. Yeah.
We have it. Oh, Lind is good, Sashi. Lind is good. But Sashi, I'll give you a hint. The chocolate you get over in okay, here's a hint. I learned this when I did the chocolate factory tour in Tasmania, Australia. The Hershey, was it? No, what's the British chocolatier? Not Hershey. Cadbury. The Cadbury chocolate factory in Hobart, Tasmania. It's a big castle. Looks cool.
Yeah, Cadbury.
Yeah. The Cadbury chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was fantastic. And forget my point. It was a good point, though. Oh, right. So thank you. So what I learned there was your chocolate, depending on where you are in the world, your chocolate tastes completely different because the milk, the grass that the cows eat is going to make the milk taste different, and B, the chocolate beans. And over in Australia, they get their chocolate beans in Tasmania. They get their chocolate beans from Indonesia, where in North America, Cadbury chocolate bars are made with chocolate beans from Central America. And so I brought chocolate back from that very chocolate factory, in Tasmania, back to America, back to Canada. Jesus, not America. Although almost the 51st state, aren't we? And I brought it back to Canada, and I compared it with the same bar, like the identical bar from Cadbury. And the chocolate from Australia tasted more creamy, more thick, more buttery, maybe. Whereas our chocolate tasted more waxy, I guess.
We used to have our own Cadbury factory in New Zealand, and people from Australia would buy our Cadbury chocolate and bring it back to Australia because our chocolate, because we have like cows
different milk.
Yeah.
Whereas their cows eat grain because they've got a dry country.
Oh.
And Cadbury is not the same anymore because we don't have a New Zealand shop, New Zealand factory.
Right, and you get chocolate beans from Malaysia, according to Sashi, supplies the raw cocoa. That is cool. I could talk about chocolate. If I had to choose between chocolate and beer, I would choose chocolate. I could talk about chocolate all day long.
It is surprising.
Let's just do a stream on chocolate. Can we do that?
You can do a chocolate stream, sure, yeah.
I'll dig the chocolate out of my back and we'll see if it's edible.
You know how, milk chocolate was invented by Lindt, and the Lindt factory was at. You know the story of how they invented the milk chocolate? So what happened was they left a machine running.
That's Geneva.
Overnight. This is actually this is where the heck am
Geneva?
I? This is Zurich, I believe. Is this Zurich? Okay. I think this was Zurich.
Okay.
And gorgeous. And
all he still has construction. He did construction cranes in 1990. There's always construction cranes in Zurich.
Yeah, always something going on. Yeah, let's see. I think this was Zurich. Yeah.
Yes, Tasmania makes chocolate. Tasmania, the capital city, Hobart, has the Cadbury chocolate factory. Or at least they did in 2001.
So what they left the machine on churning the chocolate overnight, and it became milky smooth. This was an accident. So
What?
by churning it for like 12 hours or whatever it was, they left the machine on, so they screwed up. It was a screw up, and they realized that it made the milk. That's what created milk chocolate.
So
Speaking
what
of a
was-
screw up, if I don't leave now, I'm not going to be able to make it to my own stream tomorrow. So I've got to go
Sorry,
now.
my
yeah,
goodness.
no, it's,
No,
yeah, we
but
better get.
easy.
Thanks, Jill.
I'm gonna rewatch this later. Don't stop because of me. I want to watch it later. Have fun, you guys.
We're at the 3-hour mark. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we better go now. I apologize for showing all this.
No, this is
no,
awesome.
no,
Yeah.
Apologize, my
give
ass.
give me more to watch later. I'll see you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good night, Jill.
Bye, Carl. Good
Have a great
night,
night,
Please.
Jill.
Joe.
Please subscribe to
Night, Jill.
Anti-Derivative Jill's channel, and I see you later.
Yes, Jill needs more chocolates, as Kronos. Good to see you,
Yeah.
Carla.
See
And
ya.
That's why she's leaving.
Canadian.
Jill's going to get chocolate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get more chocolate. Yeah, you got
Chocolate.
Yes, I'll have
me. Bye,
some.
guys.
3 bars.
Take
Good
care,
night,
Jill. Yep.
Good night, Chubby.
This is one of my favorite pictures from the trip. Yeah, I just love that picture. Yep.
Ooh.
The old church there. Yeah. They're doing
That's
some
gorgeous.
renovations there, so I was just taking pictures. But and so there was the World International Bike races were going on.
Oh,
Being an engineering nerd, they should have had these in New Orleans to stop the cars, which they didn't. But
Oh, right.
this was way before that. But they had these up all over the place to prevent yahoos from driving through.
I did do a chocolate rant, Kronos. I did. Doomcock does rants. I do chocolate rants.
Yeah, so just gorgeous.
Milo is, Sashi. You drink it there too. Yeah, it's hugely popular in Australia and New Zealand, right? You have Milo, don't you, Carla?
I sent a photo to Tyron Beard of all of the Milo on the rack in the shop.
Oh, let's see. Where was
Kronos knows Tasmania in the 1990s. Nice.
Hey, Mark,
Yes.
you know how you were talking about how chocolate was made? What were
Yep.
they originally making when they left the machine on? Like, what was it making in the first
What-
place?
They were making chocolate, but it didn't taste as good, they said, or it was like a lot rougher. It wasn't that smooth, silky, chocolate taste.
Gosh,
So that's what I think. I'm trying to remember what they said at the factory museum. But, it was basically an accident that
oh,
they
that's cool.
created
Wow.
the milk, like the silky smooth.
Yeah,
milk.
that is so
milk
cool.
chocolate,
Oh, that's
yeah.
that's gorgeous.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
was the train going to Zermatt, I believe. Yep.
So Shrubby says that chocolate factory in Tasmania and Hobart is still there, still operational. Yeah, that is fantastic.
Yeah, so this was really yes, this is the Matterhorn train
Oh,
train
wow.
ride. Couldn't get a seat for a while.
Wow,
And I wanted to get a window seat so I could get some
What's a
pictures,
white-
but
A few hours?
gorgeous.
a
Wow,
couple hours, yeah.
gorgeous.
And the Zermatt is beautiful. The town. There's no cars allowed. They have little electric cars or taxis,
Huh.
but no.
Boycotted
No
the
cars around.
electric
So
car.
there's a lot of hit pedestrians because they're quiet.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly
Well, we got to
pedestrians.
remember,
yeah.
if they're not running, it's 10 points. You need to make sure that they know you're gunning for them.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. 20 points. Fleeing pedestrians are 20 points.
How many photos,
Such
Emma?
What'd you say?
How many photos do you have there?
I love taking pictures, so I have thousands of photos. Yep.
wow.
these are amazing. But we do have to wrap it up. It's been 3
Yeah, we gotta
hours.
go. We gotta
Thanks, man.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Carla,
really
do you
go.
mind
Let's
reading
go.
this from our? Carla, are you driving?
Yeah, she said
No, I'm sitting at the airport watching.
Can you read this from our friend?
Cadbury is Cadbury is the most common brand of chocolate in Malaysia too. I'm not surprised.
Oh wow!
All the
okay.
colonial places.
Wow! Under that. All right. Thanks. And yeah, thanks so much for being here, Jill. We appreciate that. And that is incredible scenery, Kronos. You're right. Mark, that was amazing.
But when I do when I get around my buttocks around to doing, it'd be great if like you would join me on some of those, just to do like a traveling stream on my channel, show some of these Switzerland pictures. It's always fun to have someone to. It's always fun to have someone talk to if you want to. Yeah,
it's always fun to have someone to
riff off of too. You know, when you do it.
Although we might go down a chocolate rabbit hole.
Yeah. Well, oh God, that's all good. Yep. Oh. Okay.
Tony, do you mind reading this from our friend?
Iced Milo is one of our main drinks. The other two are Chinese coffee, shop coffee, and the Tarek, I hope I said that properly, pulled tea.
Goody.
Oh, Sashi said that. And Tarek, I've never heard of Tarek. That's a new one on me. And Jason Love says, so long, and thanks for all the chocolate. I mean, fish.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What am I
read all 5 books.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
In New Zealand, we have chocolate fish.
Yeah. I read all 5 books in that trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
5 books.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes.
I saw that like a long, like when it first came out. I'm going to have to remember that. I'm going to have to watch it again. Yeah.
So does that mean I bust up my Vogon poetry now, or?
Oh God, no!
No, let's go through the last few photos. I do have just there was that bridge we were looking at.
Yeah.
And lots of trains.
I love how in the book, when you see like the shots
Geneva?
of the book, the squiggly lines.
This is Geneva.
Lines.
That's Geneva?
Yeah. There's Lake Geneva.
Yep. Yep. That's definitely Lake Geneva. Yep.
Yeah, and electrical lines above it, which is convenient.
They look like they have some light bulb. Maybe that's for decorations, like some.
Yeah, probably. Just search Tarek on YouTube, says Sashi. Okay. Oh, Tarek is a Malay word for pole. The Vogon. Is that that's not a word, is it?
Yes.
Tony?
You're Vogon.
How do you pronounce it?
Vogonity.
Ah.
That's it for your ignorance.
I guess so.
Oh, friggle, fraggle, horn into mine, heart pulled from my soul. Oh, bloody, bloody in me bladder onto my feet. Just see if I don't.
There's the famous fountain. Yeah, so
okay, thanks.
One of our friends is a detective actually in Geneva, and she told me that day some idiot tourist tried to touch the fountain. So guess how many PSI are to shoot that water up?
Oh, dude.
Maybe a couple hundred.
God.
So they said
your average house faucet has 80 PSI, so that has to be like 400.
So they've ripped all the skins off their arms.
Ooh. Pressure washer.
Yeah, so because you can get right up to it. So
well, I didn't try.
Well, you're smart.
Well, no, let's not go that far. I didn't have the opportunity.
Yeah, but there's a pier you could walk right out to the fountain. So, but jerk.
Yeah, but this is a famous. For those who don't know, it's a famous Geneva landmark. The water fountain in
the water fountain. Yeah, it's really cool.
What is it called?
The Lake Geneva water fountain.
Yeah, I don't know what the French word for it. Yeah, let's see. I actually have a poster of that on my hallway.
Yeah, Sashi's never heard of an idiot tourist.
Jet d'eau. Yeah.
Malaysia doesn't have any of those.
It's there we go. It's Jet d'eau. God, I can't pronounce it. I'd made fun of my French accent. Jet d'eau. Yep.
Jet d'eau.
Yeah.
O is water, so de is of.
De
is of. Yeah, that's awesome. That is cool. Thank you. I never knew what that friggin' thing was called. I've had this photo for many years.
Yeah, so it's 490 feet tall.
Yep. This is from a boat. We went out on a damn boat. We went out on a sailboat. I remember this now. We went on a sailboat on Lake Geneva. Yes, we did.
No
Cool.
flare guns, hopefully, but yeah.
There's the photographic evidence. I'm telling you, we did. I remember that now. No flare gun. Well, there have been incidents with flare guns.
On the Lake
Those
Geneva
are different
shoreline.
stories. Different
Oh,
streams.
Lisa says bidet. Oh, God.
Different streams.
Lisa. I got to tell a story. Yeah, we were traveling to go visit them. This was in the 70s. I was a young kid. We were traveling hours to go visit some friends. And we get out of the car. You got to go relieve yourself.
Thanks, Sashi.
And like my mom went to use one of the bathrooms, and I go open this other. I don't speak French that well, and the kid didn't speak English. The friend of my son, dad's son, the friend of my dad, his son, and he's like, no, and I go in, and I'm like I've turned the water, like, why is there, Dad? I'm like, Dad, why is there a water fountain in the bathroom? So it was just a room with just a wash closet with a bidet. And he's like, no, you can't use that. Go to the bathroom. Like, what the hell is that? He's like, you didn't drink out of it, son, I hope.
Didn't. Well, it's fresh water coming up. You wouldn't want to lick. Well, either way. Probably not.
Way,
No.
Yeah.
Either way.
But I just remember the kid.
No, you'd rip your head off.
No.
You'd rip your ass cheeks off.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Superman could use that, but no one else. Yeah.
No one else. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Lake Geneva, folks. If you've ever wanted to see sailing on Lake Geneva, sailing on Lake Geneva.
Are there tides like Geneva?
No,
I think it's
no
big.
Tides. Yeah.
It's big enough. I don't know. Would it not be affected by the pull of the moon?
Not the same way like the ocean.
Well, not like the ocean. Oh no,
It might be.
Not
Yeah,
like
it might
what you're
be a
talking
few
about.
maybe a few inches, but
Yeah.
no, it's any touch. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it used to wreck my
Sashi over
sandcastles
here.
at my lake.
I think
Sashi
Tony
has
wants to read
messaging
what
on.
Sashi said. Yeah.
Bidet brings a whole new level to ripping a new one.
No, you might as well say this one.
Hell of a colonic for sure. Oh, yeah.
Thanks, DJ Brainers. So this is in Geneva. This is the entrance to the UN.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, a lot of
See how the
UN
flags?
Yeah.
See how the flag's there? We were ripping by on a bus, and I wasn't driving, so I had no control over it.
That's a good picture.
Yeah, I tried. Thank you. Lisa says to Tony, I will try for Thursday, but I'm busy that day usually. Well, you're here now. Today's Thursday.
Well, now it's Friday.
Oh, it is too, isn't it? Ooh,
Ooh, nice
Ooh.
picture. Yeah.
you like that? There you go. Yeah. Yeah, just gorgeous.
That's beautiful. What season? When did you go? What time of the year is this?
We were in Italy for August, so this would have been July.
Okay, summer.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah,
That's right.
the Alps always
Winter
have
for
snow,
you.
Yeah,
Winter for you.
the top. Yeah.
The problem is you can't see how tall that mountain is from a photo. Like, no matter how much
No.
you try to take a good photo, you cannot understand the
No.
vastness of the mountain.
And we're on a mountain pass right now too, so we're already at elevation.
Yep.
Ooh, there's a tunnel.
Yeah, tunnels are cool there.
I wish that photo was better. Sorry, folks. Mark, did you happen to get a photo through a tunnel?
I do have a photo through a tunnel.
That's-
Yep, probably.
Did you see every 200 or 300 yards, 200, 300 meters, they would have an emergency alcove
Yeah.
with doors and presumably emergency oxygen and supplies. Did you see those?
Yeah, because I always like to notice that kind of stuff. So you're
Same.
very safety conscious, and
Yeah.
like the when I was mentioning the bomb shelters they all
Yes.
have in their houses, it's like Boy Scouts on steroids, basically. There.
And I wasn't quick enough to get the tunnel going into it, but there's the tunnel leaving it. So there's the past
that's
end
huge,
of the bus, but there's what the tunnels look like entering through the mount, and they go through the mountains for like 10 kilometers, 4 kilometers. I mean, that's 3 miles, 7 miles.
Yeah, because when we were there visiting our friends, she took us to a brand new tunnel, and they're like, "Oh, it shaved like an hour off our travel time." It was a massive tunnel that they had put in,
well lit.
Yeah.
Very cool. And the phone, these had landline phones at the time as well. So they wouldn't have a problem with cellular or anything like that, because you had landline phones in each of these emergency alcoves. Yeah, pretty cool. So,
did you get a picture of the clock? The clock on Lake Geneva. The flower clock.
I did not. No.
That's the other real touristy. That's the other real touristy touristy spot that's there.
It is. Yeah, that's right.
That's super touristy.
Yeah, I just enjoyed it. The Swiss people are friendly, but you know what? Friendly, but reserved compared to travels through Mexico, shall I say? Like the Mexicans just love to celebrate life, and they just show it on a daily basis everywhere. And the Swiss are more proper, more reserved.
Oh yeah, definitely more.
Unless behind closed doors, I'm sure the lederhosen come off.
Yeah, but definitely much more reserved, and you're not supposed to make noise in public, kind of like not.
And that's totally the opposite of Mexico.
Yeah, like you're not supposed to make. Well, like just to show you how ordered they are.
There's the start of the pictures again. There you go.
In Switzerland, which is totally crazy. This is hysterical. I got to show this because I got to share this real quick. So
yeah, sure.
Just to show you in the park. We're on long enough. What's the difference now, anyway, right? So, So check.
I need to sleep.
Where is the picture here? Yep. So you get into the parking garage.
Okay.
Right? Guess what they have in their freaking parking garages when you're parking?
Music.
What do you notice about this picture? It's kind of tough to see from this angle, but what would aid you in parking if you're going down a long drive? Drive?
Mirrors.
They've got lights up here.
Yeah, doesn't say lights.
Tell you if the spot is open or not open.
Oh, they've got that in America.
Wow.
They've got green lights. Yeah, all over the place in Westfields and stuff like that. I've seen them in America and stuff. They have green lights like above where you can go, or red lights.
Get that right, DJ. Play nice. Viva la buena vida. CSN.
I'd never seen that anywhere before. So I was like, what?
My housemate's sleeping. Shit, I'm too loud. Damn it.
Yeah, so they're super super organized, yeah, and they're where they park, yeah. That's the countryside there, yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, just ridiculously pretty, yeah. So that's going. I think that was going to Bern. Yeah,
I would like to go back to Switzerland and Germany and do Austria at the same time, and go back up to Ukraine and Russia. I've never been there. Maybe not in the next couple of years, but eventually.
It's not that far to drive, yeah. Because my friends they helped get some people out of like they kids that were in school, and they drove to Ukraine and
hey Spidey, you can after your travel show, you might be able to get a bunch of people who are all interested in doing the same, traveling in the same place, like start a Canadian Spider-Man travel center.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
That'd be awesome. We can supply all kinds of things. Yeah, help of all kinds of information. Now, some of our information might not be completely accurate, but we try our
It's on the
best.
internet. We do our best, right? Yeah.
That's right. Hey, I want to thank Mark D with C so much. Thank you for your contributions. That's sincerely.
That's
Oh, thank you for
awesome.
having me on. Yep. It was fun.
And,
Yeah.
and Carla, for your amazing, as always, your amazing driving scenes. Thank you.
Big mouth.
Yeah.
That's cool. And
I'm bringing my cowbell and salute to the stream. Yep.
Oh.
that's
Nice.
awesome.
We always need more cowbell.
And Tony, thank you for everything you contribute. You know what you do. You know what you add to the show. So thank you. You make a big difference.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Happy to help, sir.
I know you are. I know you are. So before my housemate comes out and bludgeons me to death at 1:30 in the morning, and we will do a live stream. A friend of mine, shout out to Mike. He gave me this full size. It's behind me, so you can't really see how big it is, but it's big. It's big. It takes up the whole length of the piano here, Tony. Yeah, it's a big post, so we'll do a whole live stream dedicated to that. But thanks for being here. I can't say enough good things about Switzerland. Love Switzerland. And I think that this stream maybe has proven there might be enough interest. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm gonna dig the Venezuelan chocolate that I have out of that box, and we're gonna do a stream dedicated to chocolate. And during it, I'm gonna try and make some sort of chocolate, like a hot chocolate or something simple. But yeah, and we'll just talk nothing but chocolate and chocolate stories and chocolate experiences and chocolate trivia. And anyone who wants to join who has an interest in chocolate, yeah.
But bring your own chocolate, and you must eat
Bring
it during
your
the
own
stream.
chocolate. Yes.
Bring your own
That
chocolate.
should be the requirement. Bring your own
And
chocolate.
we are
I want to send
gonna-
you some New Zealand chocolate. I want to send you some New Zealand
Okay.
chocolate before you do it.
all right.
So you have
And
to wait
you're-
like at least 2 weeks, and you have to
Two
dox
weeks.
yourself to me.
Okay, two
gonna
weeks.
I don't know. I
I'm
reckon
getting-
from Canada.
2 weeks from tonight. Sounds good. We're gonna do an exotic international travel show on chocolate, and I'm gonna bring some chocolates only available in Canada. Plus, I'm gonna have my chocolate from Venezuela. So 2 weeks from now, we'll do a chocolate stream as a travel show, and anyone on the panel is welcome to join. Anyone who knows about chocolate, and we are going to drive the audience nuts for chocolate.
Hungry.
Everyone bring chocolate, and we're gonna drive them nuts for chocolate. That's
I
a
love
great
watching
idea.
Carla drive on the wrong side of the road. It's making me nervous too.
Great idea, Carla. Thank you.
All right, that's why I do it. That's why I do it.
That's awesome.
Just to
I love
make
it.
people nervous.
You're going the wrong way.
One time,
How do they know we're
Spidey
going the
was
wrong
like-
way?
Spidey was one time like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna hit those cyclists because of the side of the road I was on."
I can't. Yeah, sorry, Shrubby. The Kiwis have no volume control. No, they don't. I taught English with them in Tokyo. No, they don't.
Lisa, to answer your question, Caddyshack. Caddyshack is the reason why you thought of that.
Yeah. And he goes up and he eats the baby Ruth.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so everybody on the panel return in 2 weeks, and we'll do a stream on chocolate. Return with your chocolate,
Mhm.
Yeah. Sounds like a
Yeah.
plan.
and we won't go 3 hours.
Chocolate.
We
Yeah,
might.
because we'll eat all the chocolate and be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thanks. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you.
Bye.
Carla, I think, yeah, you are on the wrong side of the road now.
No, I'm on the right side of the road. Actually, you guys drive on the wrong side of the road.
Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful time.
Okay, as long as you know what you're doing.
Well, I hope so.
Well, everyone else seems to agree with you, I guess.
Yeah, you need to have like a crash effect or something and black out the screen.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no. We're going to end before. I don't want to witness that on live camera. Right, good night, everybody.
Bye.